So a few people are looking forward to actually coming up and seeing you a little closer. They mentioned that speaker's upstairs. There is one or two people upstairs guarding him, and they need to understand that things have changed. So they'll be happy. They're happy to go with you. And you
Okay.
don't see any aggression coming from the one or two that are holding back. They're just holding back.
Yeah, no worries.
Everybody else went downstairs.
Go to the wizard and we're gonna bitch slap him cause he's...
Stomp, 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 stomp.
Fucking
Prince,
cool.
Prince, Prince, Prince.
So you head down some stairs that are inconveniently not illustrated on the map. And you do see Quarter heading up to the north and a cistern in front of you. There's a boat there, but after that there's some water and a lot of ice and ice chunks to get from one side of the castle to the other over this area of freezing water.
Well, this seems like a poor design.
Not really. I mean, if it's only a wizard that uses this area, maybe they freeze the water when they go in. Maybe they don't like to be bothered. I don't know.
Maybe you can defend it.
You're not there.
I'm here.
I look at the boat. Does it seem water-worthy?
The boat can move back and forth from one side of this area to the other, and you do see this large wall area over here.
So I don't know that much about boats, but I probably know enough to pull it forward.
Rowboat you guys can handle without any kind of proficiency. As a matter of fact, I think you have a couple times in this campaign.
Just before we walk in there, I do check out this side room.
Okay. The room here is empty except for 4 sheet-wrapped bodies.
Good dear.
Lying side by side on the floor.
Alas, poor Yorick.
Did you know him well?
Horatio.
As he's going to come over, peek under one of the sheets and see what the cause of death was.
Be my guest.
I love the cause of death was Azzy.
Does the ice look sturdy enough to support weight?
Along the sides, it's possible. It looks pretty unmessed up there. Maybe Lightfoot could get along the sides okay, but the ice chunks floating in the center would go under pretty quickly.
Okay.
You're not
Braden's
wrong,
gonna
Izzy.
try.
Go ahead.
Braden's gonna try and skirt along to this other room, just light footing over the ice.
Okay. I'm gonna need a dexterity acrobatics check, please. Yeah, you're fine.
One of these days, you're going to fall on your face. Today's not that day.
You start to ninja scroll your way over there. Some of the pieces that you bounce off of go under and come back up, but you're untouched, and you end up there. And we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yep.
As
So, Chris, I know you already said this, but what was that white thing? Is that actually a door at the end?
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out. I didn't say it. I blah 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 it because I wasn't sure. I was like,
What is it?
I'm looking for that right now. I was hoping to catch it before somebody asked.
I just figured it's an illusory door, so it looks like wall, but it's actually a door.
I would love that. You know, j'adore.
When is a door not a door? When it's a jar.
Yes, yes.
I happen to have a hair tie.
It's a half-submerged slab of blue marble that blocks access beyond that.
No, that's all right.
It looks like there's a mechanical. It looks like there's a mechanical way to open it, but you don't see a lever at this point.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
These individuals were killed by weapons in a battle, and they're still dressed as cultists. You would imagine when they took the place, they lost a few cultists along the way.
Got it. Does it seem like they have defensive wounds? Did they put up a fight?
Oh yeah, there was definitely combat involved. I don't know if they weren't on the defense. they were attacking the castle, so I don't know if defensive wounds is the answer.
No, but I
know.
don't
Gotcha.
mind telling you.
Oh,
Well,
gotta wake up.
I know there's some in my drawer. Mhm.
Avarice, what else are you working on?
So yeah, I was just following Azzy there.
Okay.
Once Azzy's done, I will get in the boat with her and paddle over to join Braden.
Looks like there's safely enough room for 2 people, but the cobalt's small, so I could be, swayed.
I mean, I planned on rowing since I'm probably the strongest.
I'll let the kobold row. It's only fair.
Wait,
That
no,
makes
Skitter,
sense.
this is your chance. Flap your wings. You can do it. I
With those
believe in you.
5 feet, I have no interest in getting wet. Thank you.
You gotta practice, otherwise you won't get strong enough to fly on your own.
Are you calling me weak too?
No,
No,
don't
I'm
do
just
that.
saying that everyone can get stronger.
I'm not thinking that's what you meant. Rather, I'm thinking that you're suggesting that practice is making perfect.
Exactly.
The voice is back, yay!
What's the
Braden,
voices here? Where else do you think you would be? I have just not been speaking in character up until now.
Braden, there's a rat in the corner of the room snacking on some grain. There's a few sacks of grain here or there, and that's all that's in this room.
Guys, there's a rat.
Do you eat those? Is that like a fox thing?
Sometimes.
Oh, I mean, go for it if you want to. Doesn't bother me.
Is the rat the wizard? The rat might be the wizard.
Make
You
an
should
X-ray
ask
check.
it.
Rat, are you the wizard?
Wizards do have familiars, and this could be. I mean, if there's a wizard around here, it could be within range. So it could be that even though this isn't a wizard, it could be tethered to the wizard somehow. It's possible.
Okay, Braden, do you think you've seen this rat before?
No.
I can't move the boat on the map, so we'll say the boat's like here. You're just calling out to him.
Braden, do you think you've seen the rat before? Braden, do
No.
you think you've been seeing this rat in a previous life, for instance?
I'm confused.
Have
Braden, don't you
seen-
like speak animal? Why don't you ask it what it's seen or what it's doing or
Oh
whatever?
shit, I do. And Braden is going to let off with a whole line of chittering noises, asking it, what its name is, where it's from, what's he doing here, is he a wizard, blah blah blah. Beat speech or speak with animals.
What would you like to say?
I just told you. Who are you? What's your name? What are you doing down here? This is the first time he's actually gotten to talk to another animal. Are you a wizard? Are you familiar?
you like
What
grain?
you doing? What you doing?
It really quickly. Do you like grain? And it's got like a little bit of grain on its paws, and then there's one in between that maybe you could give you a little piece like an oat. Here,
I do like grain.
he offers it to you.
All of this is coming out in skitters.
Right, of course. Skitters. Poor
I'm
Skitter.
a language now.
Poor Skitter. They just keep saying Skitter, 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 Skitter. And it starts to become very cooperative. It tells you what it thinks its name could be. Like it just sounds like a bunch of consonants thrown together. It needs work.
I was going with Reaper Cheap.
Reaches.
His name's Skidickidick.
I hope it's not Skiddick. It's totally Skiddick. Yeah. Anyways.
Braden offers him some jerky out of his pouch.
What? Best friend.
And I expect to be carrying around a rat on my shoulder.
It mentions to you that it's really cold down here, and there was a bunch of people came down here and did weird things, and there's somebody on the other side, and that's why it stays over here because it doesn't want to go over there. And it's really saying over here, over there, but not saying north northeast. It's like not helpful. Then you get the idea that we're not alone down here.
Beautiful.
But that takes a minute and a half to get out of it. But yeah, best. As you guys are rowing, who's got some passive perceptions? What do we got? Anybody looking around?
I'm looking around. That is literally all I'm doing is looking around.
Yeah, you've got the passive perception of 13 is good enough. You can see smoky figures at the bottom, a blackish figure here or there. There's bodies in the water underneath. People have been
Are
laid
they
to
like
rest.
floating or are they moving?
They're sunk down. They're not floating.
Do they seem to be naked or are they armed, armored, clothed?
Some of them still have the remains of armor on. So they weren't stripped down. They were just thrown in.
Out of character, which of us can detect magic again?
That would be Braden.
Braden.
Braden, when you are coming back, I'm thinking you should be looking in the water with that special magical seeing eyes of yours. I am wondering if maybe we may not be missing a trick by seeing if someone was buried with something being quite useful to us.
Oh yeah, I can do that too. Braden pops open his detect magic. His eyes catch fire with a blue flame, and
Blue
he starts
flame.
looking down in the water.
The first thing you notice, and you'll be able to peel away from that, but the first thing you notice is the beautiful divination magic that is now connecting you and the rat. the weave of magic begins to light up between the two of you, and just it's just pretty. After that, you're able to pull away from that and start paying attention to what you're trying to look at. You don't detect any magic under the water at all. What else are you gonna notice? There is some desecration coming from this direction.
From
And the blue slab blocks anything else that might be beyond it. So
Okay, I'm going to go over the ice and make my way over there. I understand there's probably going to be some jumps to gap. If any are too long to jump reliably, then I'll have them row the boat over so I can jump on the boat and get across.
if your acrobatics at 15 or higher, you're gonna find your way over there. I'm giving game mechanics at this point. If you drop under a 15, you're gonna get wet.
That's fine.
seeing what he's doing, I take a moment to quickly throw a guidance in his direction.
Yeah, guidance is a touch spell. It's possible, but he's got to be jumping past you.
Be waiting one moment, Braden. I reach out and I
High five.
slap him on the forehead.
Not a problem.
Oh,
I just wanted to get this magic down.
This is being my magical touch. It will help you fly farther. See how far you flew.
That's the
You
moment
are
that you
being
choose
very
to jump
welcome.
in and out of the boat as opposed to on a piece of ice. That probably would have been a bad idea. And then you make it to the other side just before the boat gets in range for everyone to do the same. And here, have a rat. Boop.
yay. I'm going to name you Biscuits.
Wasn't that the name of your last pet?
Shh.
He wasn't a pet, he was a friend.
Oh,
And he's
sorry.
still here.
Okay. Whatever you say, Braden.
I thought that sounded familiar. Again, I can't move the boat, but if you guys want to put your tokens over here, you can get to this area if that's your goal. Braden, as you land here, you get a 24, but you still had to steady yourself because the floor is icy.
Just for a second, because I was 100% sure you were going to say the floor is lava. I was about to be very confused.
Floor is lava!
Is there
Okay.
a way to steady the boat and like kind of like dock it into like this little oh shit in this little section right there? Keep it
Yeah.
from floating away.
Yes,
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
we're going to need a boat. Hey, look, a boat.
Yay, boat.
It's Japan.
It is. I thought that was going to be a helpful token because it was like a dot and it was going to point places. And as soon as I started using it, everyone's like, "Hey, look, Japan!" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's my bad." And I've been using that particular token for like 8 years now, so there's no reason to give it up.
It's got a special place in the heart.
Anybody want to read aloud?
Sure. Frost covers the floor of this dark 15-foot square room. To your left and right are narrow tunnels, and across from the entrance stands an 8-foot tall pillar of ice with a horned, pale-skinned humanoid figure trapped inside it. The pillar is wrapped in black chains, and the wall behind it is covered with brown fungus.
DM, does this resemble the figure that I recently saw in my vision, whatever it was?
Look in your chat, Mary.
Oh, hey.
And for
GM, in my adventuring career, or my traveling career, have I ever come across brown fungus before enough to realize this might be something we should be very worried about?
yes, you're sure that brown fungus is probably dangerous. What you know about it is either you know it personally and then go ahead and use it, or you can make a nature check.
I will absolutely, even if I knew it, which I don't, I would want to make the nature check first. So I feel like
Yep.
No clue.
You're pretty sure
It's
dangerous.
brown.
It is brown.
As he is corrupted.
As he is, well, yeah, that's fair.
Are you saying it's corrupted because it's brown?
No, because I can see the corruption coming off of it.
Oh,
It's all wibbly wobbly.
It probably has something to do with the fact that that's Levitus, or it looks like Levitus, anyways.
That's fair.
Yep.
Oh.
It is
I don't
a
think you
shrine
realize
to
the-
Levitus. It's not actually Levitus. He's not there.
Holy
As far
crap!
It's a shrine to a demon. So, of course, there's going to be some corruption. Don't touch it, or eat it, or whatever you might do with it.
What else would you do with a demon other than touch it and feed it? Get it wet after midnight. Got it.
I love that plan.
As he's going to go over and collect a little bit of the brown moss in a glass vial.
Of course she is.
Of course she is.
I assume that was the source of the corruption, DM, with Detect Magic.
Yes.
Just to be clear, the sort of corruption he's seeing out of character, like my character wouldn't know this. Was it the statue or the fungus?
I know the answer to that question. Azzy, that hurt. Some of the energy, some of that heat that you're counting on just right into the brown mold, and you take 12 points of
Jesus.
Oh,
cold-
no.
12 points of cold damage as it absorbs some of your heat.
Ouch.
I agree, Kevin. Ow. Oh,
Um,
that really hurt. I should follow my own advice sometime.
Didn't you
Puppy.
literally
It is,
just
don't
say
fucking
don't
touch it.
fucking touch it?
Well, I was trying to not touch it, but gather a small sample in a glass vial, and my hand slipped. And
Mary, could you make a nature check? I was giving you information based off that 4 and that 3, but those weren't your rules. Okay, you took 12 points of cold damage, but it's not because it sucked your heat off of you.
Interesting.
It just got really cold.
Can I do an Arcana check, I guess, to see where that damage came from?
It's still nature. As you look around, you don't see anything that would trigger your Arcana check. You're welcome to roll it, but this is
Nah,
a natural. This is a natural fungus. It's been used as a spell component. You might get information that way, but it. You also have some.
Okay.
What did you put it in?
She's going to put it into a glass vial. I imagine that she carries a satchel around and then puts the various things that she gathers throughout her journeys inside of it so that she can experiment with them later.
Sounds good.
Mhm.
You have a small amount of brown mold.
Excellent.
And you have illustrated to anyone else that getting near it could be dangerous.
Quite effectively, actually, yeah.
Avitus, could I get a healing spell? That
Absolutely,
really hurt.
absolutely. Maybe you should be coming a little closer to me, and I will see what I can do to have you not be so
Well played,
Blackened.
Rez. Where'd Avitus go? Oh, he's out there.
He's
uh,
still
Avitus is still in the other room.
oops,
Yeah.
I got you. There you go.
oh,
There you go. There you go.
But yeah,
What's in this other room?
Avitus says, "Get away from the brown mold and come to me, because I ain't
Yes.
going to you."
that's
Like,
exactly what I would
Yeah,
say.
yeah,
But just not in my
that's-
sing-song voice.
well played, right there.
As he
I'm
does
not
so.
quite as stupid as some people look.
That was excellent. That is inspiration, excellent. That was beautiful. You've had,
Thank you.
you've had some sleep.
I actually have. So just a brief aside. I went to see my sister in Orlando this weekend.
Oh, nice.
We left at 8 a.m. in the morning I got there, I probably sat down on her sofa. So we went to Disney Springs. Back from Disney Springs, probably sat on her sofa and slept for 3 hours, had a good night's sleep, and then this morning after I went for a hike, had another 3 hours nap. So yeah, I've had 6 hours of catch-up sleep today over the last couple of days. So I'm
Nice.
feeling a lot better. Just
That's
means
wonderful.
the jokes won't be flying so fast, unfortunately. So sorry about that.
But that one was witty though. I like that one.
One try. Let me know when you are within touch range.
She
You are
is.
within
Yep.
touch range?
I am.
I reach out and touch her, specifically cure light wounds. Once I work out how my spell works.
Scandalous.
Heal, heal, heal. Azzy Black. There we go. Is that feeling better, Azzy? I hope that is bringing some warmth back to your frigid bones.
I'm definitely feeling better. Thank you.
It is being muchly pleasure. Oh, I should actually take out a spell slot there. That'll be smart. Yes, I do. I'll be quite fortunate. Otherwise, it'd be overcasting.
Braden,
Yes, dear.
this room is the private quarters of an albino tiefling who sits at a small desk in the dark.
Is he there?
She.
She?
There is some.
She's sitting there,
hmm
like 20 feet away.
I'm gonna put her on the map in a minute. Yeah. I'm gonna finish reading this here. There is an ink black crow perched on one of her horns, and it seems to be reading along with her.
Ovu. What the hell, man?
That's a lot
I
of.
don't
noise for
know.
size.
1 second. Let me see.
No,
what
it's
he's
cool.
Zach, can you give him food? I think he's out of food.
Amy's just like, did someone say food
1 second.
for me?
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
But you all hear, "Get out!" A snip comes from the tiefling. There's a cold anger behind it, but it's not all that intimidating. I tell him about the rest of the room, but he had to go away. Skitter, you're a little too small there. Come here. There we go.
No such thing. Tiny but mighty.
I just meant your picture. Your picture was tiny instead of small. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I was having a hard time clicking on it to move it. I kept trying to click on Azzy.
Just,
Sorry, guys. The cat was having an emergency. He could see the bottom of his dish.
that's
Oh,
Oh
man.
no!
You okay?
Tragedy.
that's horrible.
The
We can't
food's
have that.
almost gone in.
I went into the bathroom to feed him, and he goes and like dive bombs his dish and like does a front flip and starts purring and
It's as it should be.
okay. Guys, I found it. Her, them.
Not very subtle, are you?
There's some other furnishings in here, including. In this, you can tell this used to be a storeroom, but there is a rug. There's a red rug, a small narrow bed, and a freestanding mirror with like little metal pieces on either. I'm sorry, wooden pieces on either metal wood something on either side of the mirror. The pieces come out, seem to be looking at you. There's little like faces in them, but you know what could that be? What could that be?
Cool. Can I do an Arcana check to see what that is?
You're not when you come in the room, sure. Nothing else in the room seems to be remarkable, but the mirror seems kind of cool.
Reminder: I do still have detect magic up.
Oh. She has nearby a magical staff. She's reading a spell book, and has a couple other parchments nearby that are catching your attention, but you're not sure what they're about. You don't see like magic glowing off them or anything. She just seems to be moving information from one to the other and either like cross-referencing a few things. One of those books that she's using does have magic about it. The crow on her horn is a familiar. It has conjuration magic all over it. It's very you now know what a familiar looks like. Would detect magic from afar like that. Oh, that's what that looks like. And after that, I'll need an investigation check because there's something about the mirror, but it's not clicking. As you enter the room, you see the two statues holding the glass is what the mirror is. It's no longer looks like a full piece like Braden might have thought it was.
Okay.
And you recognize a wizard when you see one. Actually, you can make an Arcana check, Azzy.
I will, but I'm pretty sure she's a wizard.
Oh yeah.
And when you are saying recognize a wizard when we see one, you mean I would they would seem to be overly intellectual, full of themselves, etc.
Yeah.
This is seeming much like a wizard to me.
Just like Azzy.
This one seems like some kind of an upper class wizard.
They all
She's got
think
the
they
really
are.
nice stuff.
Oh
As
no,
he's
this is
not an
the
upper
only
class
way you do
wizard.
magic. Blah 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 blah. Must practice my spells. Blah 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 blah.
But an albino tiefling is new.
Azzy looks around a little bit and says, I must say, you have a very nice office.
I said get out! And she hasn't looked up yet. She's just looking down at her cross-referencing. At this point, the raven has turned its head, but that's about it.
You did?
Mhm.
Did she?
Yes, she did.
Oh. No?
You seem to be mistaking us with people who actually care what you think.
Hi, pretty lady. Are you being held hostage? Or are you here because you want to be?
I am trying to work! And she stands up and she turns around. And her work sounds more feminine than mine. Sorry about that. And she does grab her staff and she turns around. Who the hell are you?
Hi, I'm Skitter.
Azzy Black. We were sent down by the soothsayer. She said that we should speak to you.
About what?
Your research, what you're doing. There has been a recent change in leadership in the cult that you might want to know about. Or maybe you're just content with your research.
Is my protection in any way affected by your change in leadership?
That depends on where it comes from.
That would depend on the kind of protection you're using.
That sounds like a yes. She looks around. I wonder who she would think is in charge here.
Azzy. As a wizard, you'd probably assume the wizard was in charge.
Azzy's like from the streets though, Rez. like she's not. I don't know.
She probably looks the most civilized out of this group
I'm
because
gonna
she's
go
been in the
with
city the most.
Excuse you.
You're a kobold,
I
so
think she's heading for Avatus.
I have wings.
You're gonna draw in most people's attention, Avatus, and she's not the brightest.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh dear.
yeah. Like I want you could play it off though. Make a deception check. If you
No,
don't
no,
want,
I'm fine.
Yeah, like,
I
if
can
you don't
roll.
want
I'm
this
fine
moment.
with it. No, I'm
Okay.
fine with it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, if you don't want this moment, you can make a deception check. But I think
Nah,
she's coming
I'm
your direction. Okay. So she looks over Skitter, which isn't hard.
I mean, it's not hard to do.
So as the new
So
leader,
maybe for the second time, we will be asking you what exactly is it you are doing here, and be understanding that the answer to this question could be quite important to your continued, as you would say, protection.
you might have a point.
I tend to have many points, that much as my incredibly powerful magic would also tell you. But let's not get into comparing such things.
That stops her for a moment. She looks you up and down real quick. You know.
I look her right back with a smirk in my eye that says deep down, but quite obviously, bring it.
You're not a very nice man, are you?
Wow.
I am being, this is me being nice. Me not being nice would be suggesting that she's part of an evil cult and therefore needs to be dealt with appropriately. But maybe she's being not part of this
Did
evil
you
cult.
just
And
say
actually
that out
someone
loud?
that we can actually work with and communicate with on an intellectual level, in spite of being a wizard.
you people have such biases over evil cults. I don't know where it comes from. I'm sorry. My friend is being rude.
He's always rude, apparently.
At this
I'm
point,
not
she
rude. I'm just merely being misunderstood frequently.
she looks at her raven. She looks back at you guys, like she's letting you finish. Did you
So?
say you're against evil cults?
Let's just say the cult is under a new leadership now that will probably be taking a somewhat less evil turn than you have seen previously to this.
Do you or do you not worship Levitus?
Do I worship a remind me out of character, please? What does Liberty look like?
Levitus looks like the you just actually saw him a minute
I know
ago
that's
at
why
that
I
shrine.
don't remember out of character.
It's just a dark figure in chains, stuck in ice. As far as your character knows, unless your character knows a lot about that archdevil, I'm not sure. As he knows all about him.
Let's find out. Arcana, I would assume.
Yeah, or religion. Devils are weird that way.
Are you? I think you are assuming that I would worship a devil in chains. How amusing is this? You would think I would worship a devil in chains?
Oh,
She
goodness.
casts mage armor.
Yep. There's no interruption mechanics in other than counterspell, is there?
Counterspell is a reaction. Anything in the reaction category is pretty much an interrupt.
Do we,
Yeah.
do we
shield.
need to do this? I feel like we don't need to do this.
I really don't think I spoke to Levitus.
You're welcome
just
to roll
20
initiative anyways.
minutes ago.
She's about to.
Out of character. I've been looking for a new stuff for a while.
I'm back to having shit luck.
The understanding that just because my character is charismatic does not mean he's not constantly looking for a fight.
I wouldn't call you charismatic. I just call you rude.
Wow.
Effective at getting my point across, I believe. So
Or starting fights that we don't need to have.
need such a.
This one.
Apparently, Braden was the only one ready for this fight anyway.
Braden's always ready.
The dice just don't like me.
And yet you didn't roll the lowest.
Not the lowest, but I rolled lower earlier. I've made 2 rolls and they haven't been above a 5.
And this is one of those combats where the conversation's going to continue, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
Rounds are 6 seconds, but free action conversation, so feel free to keep talking. But Braden, as she casts mage armor, you realize there's going to be some aggression soon, and ...
Let me figure out where I'm at real quick. Braden is going to touch himself. That came out very differently.
No,
than I
that's about
intended.
right. We're used to that. We're used to that.
He's gonna do the Freddie Mercury thing. He's gonna clap his hands together, and 9 blue flames are gonna surround him as he casts resistance on himself. I assume I just dragged that onto my character, correct?
Tell me more about resistance.
Resistance is a cantrip. Touch one willing creature. Once before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one saving throw of its choice.
Copy that.
I can do it before or after making the saving throw.
That is quite a useful spell. I have never knew. I always thought such things were futile.
That's funny. So I feel like we don't need to do this. Can we not do this? And that's it.
Without an
I mean, he'll
insight,
draw his daggers, but
without an insight check, as those words are coming out, you realize that she had said something along the lines of, "If you don't worship Levitus, you're all going to die." So, you don't think your words are really going to make a change here? Do you want to change anything there? Or? You said it, but you did.
no, Braden's perfectly fine with slaughtering this person. She's got
Okay.
a lot of cool magic stuff.
Yeah, she was looking for the "Do you worship Levitus?" Okay, no, die.
Okay,
Azzy, you should probably tell Julian.
My turn yet. Jeez. I really don't think we need to do this, guys.
I am thinking it would be quite satisfying to put a silly little wizard back in her silly little place.
Oh man, I like that rat.
You understand? I'm not doing this because
Oh, my rat.
I'm doing it because I want to.
Maybe you should have cast resistance on the rat.
I should have.
She points the staff and said, "Get out!" And a bunch of cold air starts to come together and starts whirling right
She
towards
has
you.
a cone of cold.
Came off of the staff. I'm gonna need saving throws.
But I think my fantasy grounds is messed up.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. There we go. It just caught up. It was just shaking over and over again and then just kept flashing on Braden. But now I got what you're seeing. Cool.
Dex save, Chris.
Constitution. Please. Gonna miss you guys.
How do I activate the 1d4?
You rolled a 4.
I don't think it's going to matter.
It's not gonna matter.
That's
I'm sorry.
whatever. It's cold damage. I don't care.
Truth. Truth.
Oh, I'm resistant too. That's useful.
Like most of the party is at this point.
So
Oh, yeah,
instead
that's a lot of
taking
dice, Chris.
37, it's gonna be 18. I'm gonna miss you guys. Oh my God, Braden, you're dead. That's just the
Am I
start.
really?
19 is your hit points. You just took 18 and you had 2.
18 was with resistance to it.
Yeah, it was 37 total.
God damn.
Avarice is alive. I'm gonna stay upstairs and talk to the cultists. Okay. All right. If you insist, I don't know how to fix that. Oh shit, they're all dead. This is what happened in my other group today too. What is with people? I mean, I love you guys. The cone of cold comes off the staff. She nonchalantly used it as she yelled, "Get out!" And as she pulls the staff back, what's left of Avarice is staring at her, and Skitter's like, "You." I'm pretty sure I know what Skitter's like. But at that point, she the rest of her turn is her move action. She sits back down at her desk and goes back to work. It is now Avarice's turn.
Okay, so I can't actually see the party's hit points, so
Oh, I'm sorry. Why
How-
not? Use the combat tracker.
I've got Combat Tracker open. Maybe I'm not looking at it right.
The
So-
WND, the wound column, is the so there you have your hit points minus your wounds, which
Oh, I
Braden's-
see. So
and
Braden's down, Skitter is fine, and Azzy's down.
Oh, the rat's gone too.
Oh, my rat.
Oh, the rat's fucking dead. Like,
So Braden's not actually there, is he?
where is
Braden is there.
Yeah,
So
he's
Braden's down
he's
and
that
Azzy's
tombstone.
down.
He's that tombstone, and then this.
So just sorry, Chris. So Braden's down and Azzy's down, right?
Yes, yes.
And their wound total is actually 19 because it can't go above their hit points, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Not our cat.
I'm going to cast. Boo, 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 boo. What am I going to do? I'm going to.
Twin cure wounds.
You're gonna
I can
cast.
touch them both, so I'm going to. Thank you. I just got there. I'm going to twin cure wounds, and I'm going to heal Braden and Azzy. So dropping one on Braden, dropping one on Azzy.
Did we get a short rest?
I don't remember anyone asking for one. I
Okay,
would have
fair enough.
allowed it.
I have to admit, I thought we had asked, but I
We
don't
can
remember.
go with that. We can go with that. That's fine.
We asked last session, but I don't remember. I think we asked at the beginning of last session.
Do
And
my
I'm-
sorcery points
You
come
can
back on
absolutely
short
reset.
rests?
You can absolutely reset with a short rest. No, your sorcery points are a long rest.
So what do I get back on a short rest?
Your channel divinity, I think you have something
Oh,
there.
great.
Something you never use.
Pack magic if you have it.
Okay, so absolutely nothing. Got
Nothing.
it.
Nothing. Yeah, you've got favor of the gods, but I haven't seen you use it very often. That comes back with a short rest.
And I will duck around the corner.
That's a great plan.
Probably go get, Julin.
And no, by the time I get Julian come, I'll be over. I'm done.
Combat is over. She went back to studying. She's done with you people. Skitter, it's your turn.
Skinner was fully prepared to not fight until she blasted her. So she's going to rage. She's going
God,
to
no.
pick her maw. Like she's gonna bite the shit out of this bitch once I get to the correct fucking thing. Cause that one heals.
So is this where the party dies and Julian just has a cult? What the hell?
It could very easily be.
I'm fine.
That was a pretty clear get out, but Skitter didn't leave. So I'm looking forward to see what happens next. All right.
Again,
you definitely rage.
She also took two of the party, and as much as Skitter's offended by the party right now, they're still her friends right now. So you don't hit Skitter's friends and get away with it, much less kill two of them and get away with it.
I appreciate that's what Skitter believes, but I see evidence to the contrary right in front of me right now. So what do you do?
What? That they're her friends?
No, that you absolutely hit all of Skitter's friends and go sit down and ignore them completely. That's what just happened. You're welcome to make her pay for it.
I mean, it's what she would do. You don't hurt her friends and get away with it. So,
Just
attacking with the bite.
give me a second.
Oh, I guess I probably should have dropped it on her instead of there. I tend to have better luck, but yeah.
That was an 18, so that's pretty cool.
Sorry, Chris, I'm missing something. It just suddenly hit me. How did she cast Mage Armor and cast Cone of Cold?
She cast Mage Armor just before we rolled initiative.
But how did she get to take a combat action and we didn't?
I didn't say no one couldn't.
You were
There's
still talking.
time doesn't stop and then combat starts. There's 6 seconds all the time. She cast Mage Armor, triggering it, and everyone else could have done something before we rolled initiative.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that.
That
Okay,
was-
good.
Casting Mage Armor is what told everyone that aggression was going to happen. It's time to roll initiative. And you guys can, as you walk in the room, can I cast resistance before I do this? Can I do this or that before this happens? As you're coming into a spot that you think combat's going to happen, you've got those 6 seconds to work with. That's fine. I didn't mean to not be clear there.
That's all good.
In this case, the first trigger of any kind of initiative was, hey, she just cast Mage Armor, guys. People cast Detect Magic out of combat all the time. There's other things. Yeah.
Clear. All good. Who's up? Skitter.
And the reason I balance Mage Armor is usually it's an 8-hour. It lasts 8 hours. Usually people cast it at the beginning of the day. You know, it's like
Yeah.
I just wanted to highlight the fact that she has Mage Armor up in a dramatic way. That's all I was really doing.
Very clear. And really, Chris, I just didn't understand. I'm good.
Okay.
I mean, it says
I
heal
don't
down
think you
here.
did though.
What was that?
I might not have been below
You
half
gotta-
health. I got to be below
You're
half.
below half.
Oh.
Take-
You are
26.
you are below half, no doubt there.
So do I just put
So-
the heal 3 on my character?
Are you healing 3? What's going on? I get lost.
So the bite, if I'm below half health, when I hit something, I heal.
Yes.
That's
And
fucking
I-
awesome.
Drop the 3 on Skitter then?
oh yeah, you're already past the part where you did the damage. Did you roll with advantage on the attack? Is my question. No. Roll again
No, I
for
did
the
not.
attack.
Oh.
I just want to see you get a natural 20. Because she's prone. She's sitting down. She's ignoring you.
Oh.
Feel free
I
to walk
can't
up to her and
drop
bite
it
her.
on her.
Sure you can. She's right here.
No, because I'm retarded.
Oh.
Hold on.
like, of course you can. Oh, maybe not.
I keep trying to drop the actual D20 on it instead of doing
The
the...
attack.
Yeah. Hey, I got a natural 20.
Nice.
Now roll. Let me
That'll do.
reset her hit points before you roll damage, just to make my life a little easier. Because I'm sure you guys care
Alright.
about how easy my life is right now. There you go. Roll damage, please.
Two
Double
eight.
8
Nice.
before.
Damn.
Do you want to tell me what that looks like?
So
She
Um,
sits.
she
Boom!
flew
Get out.
forward.
Walks over. Sits down, ignoring you guys. She's reaching for her pen, like she thinks this is over. And
Well, okay, so let's walk through Skitter's thing of mine first. She just saw 2 of her party members drop. She got blasted by cold, took a decent amount of damage from her favorite element, mind you. So you used her favorite element against her. You dropped 2 of her friends. She was already mad because the party offended her. So she's got pent up aggression right now, as much as a 3-foot kobold can have. And she just fucking raged because you don't do that and then ignore me. I am tiny but mighty, and you done fucked up. Evil must be punished. Justice, maw. And then as she darted forward, raging in her little chargy stance, her maw turns into, like, her whole face turns into like an actual dragon, less kobold, more dragon, and just goes honk.
That'll do, Donkey. That'll do.
what the fuck?
Nicely done.
She gets a little whiny on that. Azzy. You know what just happened. I'd like to say you don't know what just happened. You know exactly what just happened.
This bitch just dropped me and my party member, so I'm going to blind her. She doesn't get to read after that. Come on.
She doesn't get to live after
Fucking
that.
read?
I don't know
What are you
why you're
doing?
being so nice.
Constitution doesn't seem like a wizard thing, so let's see how this goes.
Oh, did I heal from that?
You had a minus
Haha.
26.
She
Okay.
failed the saving throw.
So as he
Love this.
writes a couple of very quick runes in the air and then makes a slashing gesture across her eyes as she blinds her fellow mage and says, "Listen, bitch, I was going to be nice about this. I thought we could work something out. You didn't have to attack us like that. I just spoke to Levitus not 20 minutes ago. Maybe we could share information? Calm your shit."
So she goes blind as she's looking at the book, and you're like, "You gotta be kidding me!" Like, she goes to, like, it's not her turn, but she's gonna try to just push back up. Plus, there's a cobalt on her shoulder right now. Joland, you're upstairs, and you're starting to talk to a couple that might end up being like the team leads here. Like they've really sold the Kool-Aid. You're even telling them about the saloon a bit when the whole castle there's just a and there's like there's even outside the weather just changes a bit and there's a cold blast that goes by, and then two of the cultists that you weren't really paying attention to at the moment look down at the floor and go, "Oh shit, they're dead." Huh. And
Can
then
you
they
do
look
that
up at you
sound
like,
effect again? Yes, that sounds so
Who's
cool.
dead?
your friends, they're dead. Did you wanna join them or that
That
didn't
sounded
go
like
well.
a threat. Do you want to join?
I mean, that wizard just she's got a cool staff, man. That didn't go well at all. And she walk off strangely. Oh, thank you. It's your turn.
No, I think they can handle it.
All right. And that brings us to Braden.
This is the way the world ends. This is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but then.
Question: making a grapple. If I vaguely remember correctly, that could be acrobatics.
When you're the one bringing the grapple, it's athletics. When you're breaking
It's
a
always
grapple,
athletics.
it's athletics or acrobatics.
Okay, let me check something real quick.
I mean, she's halfway grappled. She's got a kobold on her shoulder.
I would suggest she's got some disadvantage problems. No doubt.
I'd imagine even being 3 feet tall, I'm probably pretty heavy with all my javelins, my great axe, and all this muscle.
One
Aw.
more.
So what I'm
before I,
gathering from that
maybe-
tab is that Skitter didn't actually let go. Like, she's not standing on the floor at this point.
Oh,
Oh,
I didn't take it that she let go.
Nah,
I'm
that
okay with
bitch is gonna die.
Probably.
One more question. Having had detect magic up when she did her kind of cold,
You lost
did she
concentration when you
draw?
went, you lost concentration when you went unconscious.
That's fine. I'm talking about something that happened
Okay.
right before that.
Sounds good?
Did she draw the spell from her staff?
Absolutely. She used the staff to cast Cone of Cold. No doubt about it.
Was it a focus, or did the staff act? Was the magic in the staff?
The magic was in the staff. She is a wizard and she's got some magical abilities, but that staff is badass.
Okay, I'm
And
gonna
she's
go check the
currently
staff.
and she and right out of Avengers, you're looking right at it. She's not holding it. She sat down and she started writing and reading.
I got that.
Yeah.
I was well aware of that.
Yeah.
And she's about to be grappled, so won't be picking it up.
Braden can't grapple her. Braden's gonna. Where is the staff?
I'm gonna put a token on the map for the staff, but it's just 5 feet from her. Think. Leaning up against the wall. I mean, she could reach out and grab it.
No, she can't. Fuck
Probably.
you, bitch.
Braden's gonna run over and grab it.
You now have a staff.
Stab the shit out of her.
I appreciate that.
Don't hit me.
No, it's fine. Is resistance? Okay, good. It is up. Cool. God damn, Fancy Grounds is being slow right now. I did not remember to do
Advantage.
advantage on
You
that.
had
So let me
advantage
just
and
double-
disadvantage. I'm working on why. Like, the advantage is there, but there's a disadvantage there as well. What were you attacking with? You hit
Mind Poison Dagger?
you hit dagger ranged instead of dagger melee, so it thinks you're making a ranged attack within 5 feet, which would cause disadvantage.
Oh,
I see.
neat.
If I look at the attack, I see attack, and then in parentheses R. You grabbed the wrong. You grabbed the wrong one. So just roll another
Gotcha.
d20 at her.
Dude.
Oh, that's 2 d20s. That's you hit. Bottom line, you hit.
Okay, that's
You
fine.
just don't have the natural 20. Okay.
Did that not go on her?
Oh,
I'm having a hard time with Fantasy Grounds right now.
I'm sorry. No, it did not.
There we go.
That did. But she deserves 6 more points of damage.
She does, absolutely.
She's a cocky little wizard.
Braden's gonna shift.
Oh, yeah.
And go back over here.
Oh, did you take the staff with you? I'm assuming.
God damn right I did. She's not actually that badass. She just has a badass staff.
Well, I mean, the staff was still there, so I was just making sure.
You killed Biscuits, you bitch.
Can a spell cast from an item be counter magic?
Can you cast counterspell on something coming from an item? I'm gonna go with yes. See, they get tricky because Jeremy Crawford gets a little wordy sometimes. It's like a Magic the Gathering spell, a Magic the Gathering card. You have to pay attention to it. When a magic item says as cast or as a spell, then yes, it can be counterspelled. Artifacts sometimes will leave that out because they can't be countered. Like in other powerful items, or even a mundane item that just happens to like your armor constantly will stay clean. You can't counter that because it's not it's not written as a spell. But when they put as a spell in there, yes, you can counter it.
Thank you.
And in this case, neither one of us are sure. I am looking forward right now. I have it over here. Yes, it's a spell when it comes off the staff. It takes charges too. Okay.
God, what a bitch.
Do I have time to take a look at the staff and learn anything about it before the end of my turn?
Yeah, you use your interact with object, grab the staff. You attacked her. You moved away. Did that provoke? I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yay! Everyone's got to go to bed. Good nights. That's here, anyways. You guys are fine.
Okay. It's about to be mini sads.
No, I
Yeah,
mean
the way
everybody.
you said that sounded like we were done.
No, everybody upstairs has got to go to bed. That was saying good nights.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
I just got up.
Yeah.
Braden, are you done? No, you're looking at something.
Yeah, I was trying to see what I could learn about the staff in my 6 seconds.
You make a quick Arcana check. That thing's pretty.
That's a pretty stick.
That is gorgeous.
What?
You think it's made out of frozen ice materials like stone or whatever, and it was very carefully constructed or manifested. That's nice. And you also think that it's still attuned to her.
Is what, sorry?
It's still attuned to her.
Not
Yeah.
for long.
Can't be attuned if you're dead.
I agree.
What do I know about items that can teleport back to their owners?
Yeah, that's a great question. What do you know? Tell me all about it.
Say again?
I said, yes, that is a great question. Tell me what you know.
Usually it's not the case with magic items. They have to be specifically like designed to do that. Certain classes can do it.
Certain classes can do it. You're right. Certain classes can do it.
Fucking wizard bear would be able to do it.
Specifically, warlock. Like stereotypical warlocks are the ones that get that ability to manifest an item. In addition, there are some warriors, they're called Eldritch Knights, that can have items appear. And she doesn't look anything like that. She might have.
Go ahead.
She might. Like you, for a moment there, you thought she might be a warlock because of all this Levitus talk, but she's studying a spell book, and that screams wizard.
Okay, but being a warlock myself, I also know about Pact of the Tome Warlocks.
Mm-hmm. She does have
Does
a familiar.
That look like a book of shit to me?
She does have a familiar, and that's that might be Pack of Tome. I think it's Pack of Change. You're not sure, because I'm not sure. You can propose.
Pack of the Chain is the natural familiar, but Pack of the Tome can take it as a ritual and have it anyway.
Yep. Okay, thank you. but she's still screaming wizard.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Didn't mean my turn to take that long. Sorry about that.
Well, that's fine. You're just having some thoughts run through your head.
So have you guys frozen, or is it her turn?
It's
I'm
going to
still
be her
here.
turn in a minute.
Okay, got
Okay,
it.
done.
I didn't hear anything on what was why my Zoom had frozen.
So that was me.
We all just stopped with the collective hive mind.
See, I told you resistance was futile. We've already become one with the Borg.
Resistance is already down. It's
Oh, you was futile.
Yeah, it was
Resistance is
futile.
down. She just yells, "Damn it, get him!" And the mirror shatters as the two sides of the mirror begin to animate.
The names.
Arcana check? Was that a spell she just cast?
You can make an Arcana check.
I think I shall. Once I remember where Arcana is.
It's under skills.
Nope.
So, would my character assume that that was another magical item?
Nope. Gargoyles are elemental evil earth elementals, and those and whatever was holding that mirror up were actually two stone gargoyles that are now animate.
Oh dear.
You're not in the room, but I'll give you that 16 anyways.
Yep. Thank you.
And then she kind of skitters right there though.
I'm up front. I'm in danger.
You are a danger. Not. I'm just like, I don't know how to mechanically do that quite yet. I just need a second. What is that? Okay.
That's fine. Bahamut
She-
will protect me.
Shows it moves. He might. Can it? There's a moment where she grabs her eyes like, "Grr!" and her puts another hand out, and then all of a sudden she gets pretty focused on where you're at, and I need you to make a saving throw. It's a
Me?
charisma saving throw.
Ah, fuck.
Oh dear.
Yay!
That's a 3.
She pooped a little.
Skitter's gone.
What?
Vanished.
Skitter's gone. Thank you, John. You just
I don't have
the balloon
Amulet of the
dies out.
Blades on this version of Skitter.
You'll be back in a minute.
Bye, Skitter.
Just got done telling you how we handle barbarians here. I'm just kidding. You were holding on to her. Actually, Zach's got the football, but you're on her. Like, so, yeah. She took her a minute, and then and she's able to banish you.
Okay, what
and then she
plane
kinda
am
does-
I in? Can I keep attacking things while I'm there?
Harmless
can-
demi-plane.
Where Skitter finds you do see yourself falling quickly, and then there's a poof, you land. You don't take any damage from the land, and as you look around, it's a barren, icy landscape. Even the trees seem to be just made of ice. There's little blades of grass that are moving with whatever cold breeze is coming, but they also just seem more like ice than actual plant. And
I'm going to attack it.
you're gonna what?
Die, tree.
What?
You are more than welcome to. We'll get back to you in a minute.
Yep.
That happens, and then we have.
Gotta keep that rage going, man.
The gargoyles. I like it.
This is going to matter. Can you please do them one by one?
Sure.
Sorry, and just again, mechanics question for me, Chris. Why wouldn't the gargoyles be rolling initiative?
They already have it. They're right there. Boom.
Oh, you already rolled them. They just happen to be exactly the same initiative as her.
They
Well,
wait. They wait. They've been waiting for 2 rounds at this point. They could come in whenever they're ready.
Thank you. That helps.
Yeah. If you don't want to take your turn at all, just let me know when you jump back in. He gets to you and he reaches for the staff. Big surprise.
Okay. Is this an attack?
It's a grapple attempt to grab the staff, so it's going to be your athletics or acrobatics against his athletics, which is a 7.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, you're good. Roll slow motion heading for the staff. And that's his turn.
Cool. I'm going to backflip backwards as a reaction.
Okay. Is his turn over now? Your reaction's part of his turn, so is it...
So it's when he's done with his turn. I'm sorry,
Okay,
I
that's fine.
misinterpreted.
Go ahead, back up.
Okay.
Yep. And then... So you're absolutely right, that did matter. And he's going to grab for the staff. Big surprise. He's got a 17.
Oh, look at you.
This is what Braden does.
And she stamps her foot and says, "Fuck!"
Just double checking reactions. You only have one per round, correct?
Correct.
So I cannot use another reaction right now.
Your turn has to come around for you to get your reaction back.
Cool.
Avarice, you're up.
No, you can't have the fucking staff. It's mine now.
She seems pissed. Like that wasn't supposed to come out of your... What?
I think my best bet. So I'm going to start by casting Spiritual Weapon,
I love this plan.
therefore using my last level 2 spell slot. Spiritual Weapon is a bonus action. I will put that not next to me, but right next to her.
I'm going to need you to move to do that. You got to see her.
I can't see around the corner from where I'm standing.
Sure. That's fine.
Okay. I'll attack with my Spiritual Weapon. Spiritual Weapon. She's Avarice, right?
Yes.
Why do I have advantage?
You have advantage because she's blind, and then you have the third die because you have Elven Accuracy.
Cool. I hit.
Yes, I know.
Uh,
It's like I've got all these mechanics going on in the back of my mind, and usually I don't have to spell them out the way you're asking, but I can do it. I just usually don't have a player that's, what? It's cool. I got it.
and I will follow up since I have no level 3 spells. I can't follow up with the Scorching Ray, which is unfortunate. You know what? Yeah, I'll Witch Bolt her. Just have advantage. I may as well.
Now you're gonna have to move up a little bit.
Range on Witch Bolt is
Not move
30.
up so much as come around the corner. You need to
1,
be
2,
there.
3, 4, 5, 6.
You will no longer have your -5 to being behind the corner. If you're gonna witch bolt, you need to come up that square a little bit.
Yep. Okay. I'm there.
You could probably back up though.
How far can I back up?
What's the range on witch bolt?
30 feet.
30 feet. Oh, you do have to get up.
Yep.
I know what I did. My character's range on witch bolt was 60 feet because I had sniper. I continually think witch bolt is 60. That's where my brain goes. Because the first time I had witch bolt, I had sniper.
I should have advantage on that roll.
Witch bolt?
Yeah. It's attack roll, ranged attack roll.
It sure is. What?
Actually, you should have disadvantage on it because she's prone.
Why is she? She's not really prone, so I'll fix that, and then you'll be all set.
Okay. And I'll roll one more time just to make
Thank
it
you,
fun.
Zach. Well, the next time you roll, they're all going to roll. That's the one that matters. The 22 hits.
So Elven Accuracy gives you
Another
a 30, right?
fucking 3 on a Witch Bolt.
Oof.
And I'm done.
But it connects.
It does. It actually moves around the room. It gets on the other side of the gargoyle. Moves over. But yeah,
Bounces around a bit, but he gets there. Sounds like my love life.
Azzy's going to try to cast. Well, first she needs to get away from this fucking gargoyle. So I'm going to disengage, which I think is an action, right?
Yes.
Hold on.
And I'm going to run like a bitch. And I believe that's all I can do.
Okay, she's fine. But that didn't happen automatically, which got me ticked.
That's my turn.
Azzy, how long is she going to be blind for?
Until she's not. It's a constitution thing. Like, it depends on your health. So probably for a while.
Both of you make an Arcana check when you ask that question.
I mean, out of game, I know the answer.
Do you though?
Nice work.
I do.
You do not. Both of you realize her familiar is right there. She can see.
Oh,
Oh, what a whore.
what a snake.
She can see. That's why she went like this and then was able to focus in. She's not looking through her eyes, but she can see.
I was wondering.
Yep.
I wasn't.
As soon as you say how long is she going to be blind for, it clicks. That freaking familiar's right there.
Feed the birds with my sharp steel.
Azzy, was that your turn?
That's all I can do.
Wait, before you finish your turn, I'd like to remind you of a different problem. Where would you like to end your turn?
I will end my turn
Getting within 5 feet of the letter B is a bad idea.
here.
That is the brown
It's
mold
B for
surrounding
bad.
the.
Oh,
That is the brown mold surrounding the. Yeah, I realized it. I was like, why did she go? Oh, because she can't see that. Oh, because she can't see that. Never mind. All right, are you all set?
Mhm.
So yeah, in the next 6 seconds, Jolen's looking out the window a little bit, maybe, and noticing the weather's changed. You got a couple guys upstairs talking to you about things. Just putting it out there. It's all good.
Stuff's going good. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's going great.
I mean, he also can't get there anyway. We took the boat.
you know what? He definitely can't get there if he doesn't start getting there.
Yeah, he can't get there if he doesn't try. That's absolutely true.
Just walk on the ice. It'll be fine.
Giant metal man in plate mail is gonna fall right through that.
It'll be fine. I did it. What do I know about gargoyles? Can I do a little check on that?
Absolutely.
Arcana?
Yes, please.
So the big thing I'm trying to figure out, please tell me more than this with a 19. Goddamn. Can they be charmed and or feared?
I will let you know. Yes.
They can?
Yes, they can.
Ah, who knew?
They're elementals in this version.
They're elementals. They're from the elemental plane of evil. I'm sorry, they're from the earth elemental plane. There just happens to be an elemental plane of evil that I can't keep saying. I keep saying that. Yeah.
That'll happen.
They are
Damn wizard.
broken bits and pieces of the elemental plane of earth that people have forged into gargoyles. They can be charmed. They do have intelligence and wisdom and charisma.
Are any of them girl goyles?
Yes, I
I mean, one
believe.
of them is gargoyle.
One of them's gargle and the other one's gurgle.
Please tell me Gargle is not the girl.
They're both either one. You can tell me, Tab. I'm good with that.
Okay. I'm not there, so no, I can't.
You can. Skitter can't.
I Skitter. This is a role-playing game.
Zach, they're immune to exhaustion, petrification, and poison. With that 19, you
Okay.
got that.
Anything else?
Nope, that's their immunities. That's what you were looking for.
General level of badassness. Would I know anything on that?
It looks
Maybe
big.
if you were a badass. Just kidding.
Badass knows
I didn't
badass.
hear
Is
you.
that what we're saying here? I don't know. I don't understand how you want me to answer that question.
So there's some creatures in fairy tales that you're like, I'm not going to fuck with that because it's just world-renowned powerful. Am I getting that sort of vibe?
No, they don't look that bad.
Okay, cool.
Maybe
I'm
one
going
at a time without a wizard. Let's start that up though. It's up to you.
Yep. Fey presence. I'm going to fear them.
Yes, you
One of
are.
them. Fuck yeah. Braden just stops as he's running backwards. His fur flips up and the shadows around him start darkening. He looks about twice his size and he goes, boom! And then he runs like a bitch.
Okay. Do you provoke at this point?
My understanding of feared was that he doesn't provoke against
Fear
the person.
he can't move towards you, and he gets disadvantage on attacks against you.
Okay, I'll go ahead and eat the what the fuck's it called?
Opportunity.
Opportunity attack. Yeah, as I move away.
As you wish. It does try to
I
claw
mean,
you.
I don't think he wishes that, honestly, but.
Natural 1.
Ah, yeah. Automatic miss.
I'm going to go up here, make sure that I am out of sight of them, and I am yeeting the staff into the water. Well, before I do that, is there a current in the water?
No.
I'm yeeting the staff into the water.
Like they can't go in there.
That shit's cold,
They're rocks.
and they don't know it's in there.
And they don't have immunity to cold.
Bam.
But I can't swim very well either.
Please tell me it sinks.
Oh yeah, like you, boom, pew.
Like a rock.
If you don't throw it, you just drop it. It just shoop right into the water. Strong as I can be.
I'm gonna chuck it into the middle
Oh, okay.
just to make sure.
No problem. What is your strength score, or do you want to roll?
My strength score is 10,
There you go.
just as far out as I can get it into the middle.
10 feet. Bloop.
Cool. It's my turn.
Okay. Oh shit. That is 1 round, Skitter.
1 round.
John, does banishment come with a saving throw every round?
No.
I didn't think it did. Appreciate it. Yeah, she's not happy.
She'll get over it when she's dead.
Oh, Fantasy Grounds, you're being lazy. Fantasy Grounds being lazy.
Yeah, probably not.
If she dies, he'll pop back in.
Yep. That's fine. I did my civic duty. I wounded her.
Get the shit out of
I did.
Yeah, you did.
She moves her hand around a little bit, and 4 magical shards of ice are heading right for Avarice. Does anyone have a counter spell?
Avarice.
No, that's level 3 spell.
Oh. Well, he has one. He just can't use it.
Magic missiles in the form of ice shards. Avarice drops, and the witch bolt comes off.
At the end of each of her turns, DM, I think you already know this, but she can try to save versus blindness.
Oh. Okay. I was totally going to let that slide, dude.
Oh, okay. I mean, you can.
Now that you mention it. No,
Just in case we wanted to give it a hard mode.
She's still blind. She got like a 5. I'm pretty sure
Okay.
Takes a moment to remind himself as he falls that getting shield will be a really good idea.
Shield. That's a good spell.
Can he retroactively cast it?
it.
It's a reaction if he has it.
I know.
It's funny, it's just like 2 episodes in a row now. I've been like, I should get shield.
Oh, look, a castle.
Oh, look at Castle.
Yeah, exactly right.
Oh, look at Castle. We are literally in. Oh, look at Castle. So bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I was dropped by a magic missile.
He cannot move closer to me.
You
Oh,
moved out of
that's the one that's afraid of you. Oh, he can't see you. So when he gets to here, he has to stop, and then he goes back. As he that provokes.
Sure. I'll try to swing into it with my weak little mage arms. Let's see what happens.
Chip away at his armor. Chink, 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 chink.
I'm gonna try to attack with my quarterstaff. Let's see what happens.
You got
I
this.
believe in you, Azzy.
Smack. You hit it. Nothing
Hit it.
happens when you hit it.
Yeah.
She's over there.
Azzy,
I'm not built for this.
it's your turn.
Azzy sighs in frustration, and she's like, look, we don't have to be fighting. You can go back to your books. We don't have any beef with you.
She... What about all this protection?
What are you
the
talking
Raven...
about? Look, why don't we all just sit down, have a nice cup of tea? I can get rid of the blindness. I'll heal my friend, and we can just talk this out like reasonable people.
– She killed Biscuits.
I just
Okay,
want
we can get another rat.
I just want to be alone so I can look for the art. I can't come into my room and tell me that I have to care that you're in.
I get it. You want to be with your research. I'm like that too sometimes. I spoke to Levitus not 20 minutes ago. I went to his realm. Maybe we can swap information. Maybe you'll learn something new. But I don't see any reason why we have to fight.
Levitus didn't tell me anything about you. And if you really want this parlay to work, go get my staff.
Fine. But I need your assurance that you're not going to use it on my friends.
Again.
If this pans out, I won't use it on you. But I don't think your friends are on the same page that you're on.
I know. I keep trying to get them on the same page. I think Puppy's getting it, but that's something else. Okay.
Not a goddamn puppy. She killed my rat.
What
Don't want
rat?
to get back to research. This is just, we're parsing details at this point. Let's just sit down. At the end of it, once my friends are out, then we'll give you back your stuff.
Brayden, your turn comes into play while this conversation is happening.
Oh, goodness. So Braden is pissed because she killed his rat that he met 5 minutes ago.
And not that she sent Skipper to another dimension.
Or dropped
Yeah.
you, Azzy, and I think she's dropped everyone at this point at least once.
Yeah.
I'm not dropped. I'm just somewhere else.
So Avarice is dead, which that's what his character says. But he's seen people get shunted into other places before. That shit used to happen all the time. Right?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
They
They never come back okay, but you know.
Yeah, but the rats did. He also knows that this is not a winning fight.
I don't know. We're pretty close. She's really
So
hurt.
Braden, yeah, but the gargoyles are nowhere close. We haven't even touched them yet.
Our tank is gone. We have no front line.
But the moment the wizard drops, the tank comes back.
You scratch the wizard, the tank comes back. Like you do point damage to the wizard, and she's got to be a concentration check. You blind the bird, and she can't see. I mean, like I want to help, I really do. And oh, if only there was a cleric.
If only.
If only.
Hey, this is his demonstration of faith in us.
Yep.
What do I know about attuning magic items?
Takes an hour. Takes an hour, and it has to be something that isn't already attuned to somebody else.
Well, fuck.
Yeah. Plus the item you're talking about is in the water over there.
Yeah, but that's fine. I can go get it.
I loved that, by the way. Just junk. Get this out of the fight right now.
I was done with that being there. Braden's just going to go around the corner.
Peace out.
I understand it's probably going to be a acrobatics check.
Yes, please.
He's
But I
trying
love
to
this
get
idea.
out of sight and hide.
Mm-hmm. Stopping in any one spot along this thin ice is a bad idea, but moving, you're fine. So you've moved. It's still your turn. Do you want to stop there after pick it up
Yeah, I
next
was
turn?
just trying to figure out where I could get to.
You
Sorry, I
could
was
keep
kinda
going.
scared.
I didn't mean to say that you had to use your action to keep moving.
No,
I was just
I
reminding
wanted
you,
to.
just don't, say, okay, I'm going to stop here and do this. That's a bad idea.
Yep, got it.
Okay.
He has the common sense perk.
He really doesn't, though.
You were about to say you're gonna stop and hide, and then DM's like, "That's not a good idea." Common sense perk.
Oh no. He's getting out of the way and hiding because he's gonna go try and get Julian.
before Avitus dies?
Problem is, he forgot to get the boat.
The boat's right there. Yeah.
I increasingly have the sinking feeling.
Someone to get out of the sinking
Okay.
feeling.
It is Avarice's turn, and she's having this conversation with Azzy. During her turn, the raven's going to fly over to you, Azzy, and be within range. It's trying to land on your shoulder. Do you
Touch
allow
spell.
it?
Touch spell.
I do not trust it at this point, so I'm not going to allow that.
And
Listen,
with that,
from what I understand,
finishes up over
Left-
here on the gargoyle. Go ahead.
okay. From what I understand, Levitus really likes you, and I don't want to piss him off. I see him as a potential ally. So I don't see any reason why we need to be fighting. You can just bring back my friend once
You
we're
and
done
I don't
having
need to be
conversation.
fighting. Everybody else was getting ready to kill, especially this one. And she points at Avitus.
Yeah,
I lie there and bleed quietly.
Yes.
and
Good roll,
we
Peter.
can't let him bleed out. So why don't we just take this conversation
I mean, we
elsewhere?
can.
No, I personally cannot let him bleed out.
I get that.
He's an ally of mine.
It's coming up on the end of her turn. She has made her Constitution saving throw and is no longer blind. But that's all she did this turn. And she just wipes that off like, what? Okay. That brings the gargoyles are going to continue to walk this time. This gargoyle's got the bird on it. There it is. And then goes airborne and just floats over where it thinks the staff might be.
So, reminder, they didn't see me throw the staff.
Yeah, they don't have any. So then their target is to head for you.
Yes.
Yeah, and one of them's still afraid of you. Is that a saving throw, being afraid of you? How long does that last?
Just one turn. He's
that's,
dead.
Oh, that's over. Okay, so yeah, both of them make their way out here and they kind of gather up. The one gets here a lot faster than the other. They gather up. I did give them perception checks, but it's way down in the water. They're not going to see shit. And then they look out and they're looking towards you. They are airborne, and they seem even more menacing while they're in the air. Avitus, would you please make a death save? And I'm hoping you have other stuff that helps with that. I think you do.
Like what?
I don't know. I don't remember characters. I don't know why I said anything. I don't remember what everybody's got.
How do I make a death save? Oh, by that.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Yay!
Oh no.
He bleeds a little more profusely.
Why did I get
It's okay.
3? Oh, thank you.
Because apparently this isn't the first time your character's dropped. I reset you back to the 1. If you fail 3 before you save 3, you don't naturally stop yourself from you die.
I understand.
That would be horrible. And Avarice didn't take any damage this turn, so she didn't have to worry about her concentration. Azzy, it's back to you. Avitus is still bleeding out. Braden's gone.
Insight. I would like to do an insight check. Does she seem like she's willing to drop this battle, be reasonable, let my friends go?
Yeah,
that
but
good
without a check, you realize it's been 12 seconds. It's been enough time where she could have kept fighting and she hasn't. She's now having a conversation. But now I want you to make the insight check to gather the rest of it, please.
Do, 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 do. Rawr.
That encounter with the familiar a couple seconds ago, that didn't feel like parlay. Okay, like, just put
That's fair.
That's all I'm gonna say then. But she's fine. She's standing in front of you, looking at Avitus, realizing you're probably about to heal him or some adventure bullshit.
As he sighs heavily, the only way that we're going to make this work without you dying is if you save my friend.
Wait, did you just say her without her dying?
Yeah.
Did you just intimidate her?
That was a threat.
That did sound like this is the DM asking. Did you mean to threaten her?
It was meant to be a this is the
Yeah.
facts. Just like, this is going to happen.
Want to roll an intimidation check?
Sure.
How come everybody's dying
Please
this
don't
week?
fuck up.
We'll see
I'm
how
not.
it
We just
goes.
need the wizard to die.
No, I meant this isn't the
Literally.
only. This isn't the only game I'm running where everyone's just decided to die. Like, okay, 16's not bad. She takes a step back. She's like, "What do you mean? I'm winning this."
Are you though?
What? Are you even serious right now?
I am dead serious.
What makes
Save my friend, or you're done.
what makes you think you can take an evocation master of the Arcane Brotherhood?
Ooh,
She's trying to build
thanks.
herself back up.
No.
But
Do you
is,
think that your fancy titles threaten me? I just
Yeah.
spoke to your god not 20 minutes ago.
you keep
He
playing?
likes you, by the way, which is why I'm giving you the chance to live.
He does.
He does. He thinks you're pretty cool.
He's got reason to. I'm gonna find it. Yeah, it's still your turn. Evatus is dying. Are you doing anything about that in-game mechanics specifically? It's okay if you're not.
Yeah, I probably should. She's going to, keeping an eye on Avarice, go over to Avitus and try a medicine check. We'll see how it goes.
Drop a healing potion down my throat.
Stabilized. Yeah, he probably would have
Hey.
preferred that, but yes, stabilized.
I was gonna
Yay.
say somebody should rifle through his
Huzzah.
pockets and see if he has any potions.
Use your inner LARPer.
Oh, fine. I'm going to go through his pockets. Does he have any potions?
He has a bag of holding that you are familiar with.
That's going to take some additional searching, though, and I want to keep my eyes on the mage. So as long as he's stable, then we're good.
Reza, do you have any potions?
I don't think I do.
No, you
I
don't.
don't think he does, no.
No, you don't.
We need to buy potions.
I have 7 gold. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Spoiled little bastard.
As they should be.
Skidder, you shatter one of the trees nearby.
Yes.
And it begins
just
to
trying to keep the
reforge.
rage up.
And it turns back. It turns into the old woman that you talked to not moments ago that had died. But you, as you're looking at her, you start to see her flesh move and contort into itself. It's got this frozen ice appeal to this necro. This is ugly. And then it shatters forth, and there's a devil before you. That's it has these wings on the back of it a bit, and a few spikes here or there, and it resembles her sorta. It's blue instead of the red that you're used to, and it's now levitating about 10 feet up in the air. And she looks at you and goes, "Really, children? Really?" And that's your turn. Joland,
I didn't choose to be here.
Joland, anything I need to know?
Nope.
Sounds good. Braden.
Asshole.
How heavy do these gargoyles look?
Oh yeah, they're freaking heavy. Oh, they're big. Yeah, that's nothing but rock. Like,
So theoretically, if they were to go into the drink, they wouldn't be able to get back out.
I don't know. They might have enough strength to swim.
Power to weight ratio.
Interesting. Okay, I'm heading upstairs. I'm bolting.
Okay, that's the right answer. And as you get to here and keep moving, it occurs to you as you're running fast that they're probably not breathing.
That's fine. I just needed them out of the
Just,
fight
you
for a
know.
bit.
You can move further than that. That's your move, but you still have your action.
I'm double moving at 40 feet.
That gets you to the base of the stairs that they didn't bother drawing on this map.
Fair enough.
So, Avarice walks over, just in the area, and looks down at Avitus, looks at you, and goes, "So is he gonna be all right?"
He should be fine. He's stabilized for now, but I suggest you back away from his body.
Huh.
Huh.
I'm not used to people living through this.
Well, we grow from new experiences, yes?
Yeah. And she's just looking at him.
So, what you looking for?
You didn't use magic, but he's gonna live.
I know. It was kind of different for me too. I'm used to working with dead people mostly, not really bringing them back from the dead, but
Huh. And this awkward conversation continues. Um, as you were running, you did sense the gargoyles were right behind you, flying across the. I won't say the tunnel area here. They only get about that far.
I'm assuming that's the crow, that little tiny dot that you moved.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This conversation can continue as Braden runs upstairs.
yeah. So I'm interested in seeing some of your research. Maybe I can help you with it. I myself was part of a demonic cult, not 10 years ago. It's been a little while, but
And you mentioned you talked to Levitus. How'd that work out?
he likes me. We're probably going to have more conversations in the future.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you're not lying about this, but you haven't given me any details. Why would I believe at work? And she's starting to walk over to her research as if she's ready to have you take a look. Um, as you probably know, Nazarene artifacts have started to hit the radar a little bit. Some of us from the Arcane Brotherhood were looking, and when she says Arcane Brotherhood again, you realize that that's the same Brotherhood Teal is in, and the same for over in Luskin.
Oh,
And
gotcha.
apparently, these people caught wind of what's going on with Nazarene magic in the area. And you can see that she has a roughly sketched out image of that same image you got during the seance of that one tower that is now upside down and smashed into the ground. So she's working on all that, but then there's a detailed picture of a crystal ball on the other side, and it says Professor underneath it. And she seems to really be paying attention to that. There's like side notes all over it, but you don't have enough time to really read them out right now. You're just kind of looking over her shoulder. Meanwhile, upstairs, Braden, where you go? Braden, there we go. Boop, boop, boop. You're right there.
Oh, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
Oh, this is.
That's like your favorite quote.
I do.
You know what? It seems to keep being appropriate.
At this point, Jolin, I'm going to say that you're in the office.
Yep.
Of the speaker's office, kind of taken over, where the tiefling in charge, whose name I don't feel like looking up, left off. You've got three of what you consider might be the best, or at least the ones that are paying the closest attention, and you're in the middle of a conversation with them. When Braden, you're more than welcome to bust through this tunnel and cause a scene.
Braden jogs in like quickly, but he's not like panicking. Pokes his head around and goes, "Jillian, friends are dead."
What?
And then he just pops back out and goes back towards going downstairs.
All three of the cultists were standing kind of like this, just like paying attention to you, and they all just. Huh. They knew that. They that's not a surprise.
Yeah. All right. You guys were right. I'll be right back.
Oh, you thought we were you.
Yeah.
And then, do they have any reason? At this point, should they be fearing you, or has this been like an open door management system? What have you?
It's completely open door, and I'm trying to more coddle them than make them fearful.
So yeah, they laugh at that a bit, like you've been joking with them the whole time, so you thought they were alive. That's great. Oh, all right. You want to go? And then the one gets out of your way as you walk off. He just kind of backs up. You're like, guys, he thought they were alive.
Take the armor off, maybe. I don't know. There's ice.
Yeah. A minute passes. This is gonna be a problem. So over the course of that minute, the awkward conversation continues. Avarice continues to lie on the floor, and you are able to get upstairs. And now it's been. I realize this probably would take a little longer than a minute, but for game sense, I'm gonna put you guys coming down the stairs. The gargoyles did not go upstairs; they remained here, but they're there. And now they see you, so they look up, And that's the moment that Skitter returns. And now it's gonna get real.
Excellent.
Sorry.
Okay.
That's her battle cry, I
I
guess.
heard it. I heard it. Loud and clear.
I'd imagine since I'm imagining her popping back in and just kind of like dropping from the ceiling since you said she was falling when she got morphed in there.
Okay.
So she's just like, oh, ah! Yeah, battle cry. Less unsure than I was though.
Copy that.
Is it my
At
turn?
this point, you appear in the same square you left, but when you return, Avarice is sitting down in pretty much the same spot. Apparently, as he's looking over her shoulder at the desk with a bunch of little arcane trinkets and stuff that they're working on, and you don't see anybody else.
Where am I?
Oh, your dead body's right here.
My unconscious.
His stabilized
Right,
body.
stabilized, unconscious body. Yes.
Small but important differences, yes.
Okay.
Oh, Skinner, welcome back.
You have like 2 seconds to tell me why he's dead and you're working with this bitch. Her eyes are just like swirling between red and black and a little bit of orange.
Ooh.
No, you've got it all wrong, Skinner. He's stabilized and temporary alliance.
Don't buy it, Skitter. Don't buy it. I'm dying.
Shh, you're dying.
The position Avitus is in doesn't look like he laid down, by himself.
On my own accord.
I know, that's why she's wondering, like, she'll back off.
Okay.
I'm watching you.
Where did you go?
I don't know, some plane of ice. I'm not happy about it. I saw the old lady turn into a devil, though.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, she said, really, children? Really?
Oh, the soothsayer's dead? Huh.
Yeah, she died a while ago. She died giving us information. I say that, but she was talking and then she just went bleh.
Well, she gives some good information, though.
That explains why it's so weird around here. Well, that and you guys.
So, what are you doing for this cult? Why are you here, other than
Oh,
doing
no,
your own
no,
research?
the cult was serving me. You got
Oh.
that. You got that backwards. I just needed a safe place to work. Levitus sent me here.
Why the town speaker?
Oh, they did that. He's here. He's upstairs. Useless.
Okay, so you just want to be left alone with your research.
Until I find it, and then she moves over. Her eyes glances over by that Professor Orb that I've been hinting at.
What's the deal with that orb?
One of my colleagues from the Arcane Brotherhood left with it. She stole it and disappeared here into the Dales. I don't know exactly where she is, or even if she's
Is that
still alive.
Tila?
Tila. That name sounds familiar. But no, there were 3 of us that left Luskin, and then, well, we didn't completely get along.
I wonder why. You're a bit frosty.
Tabs, come on, that's cold.
That was that was inspiration right there. You're a bit frosty.
Very nice. Very nice.
That wasn't bad. Wasn't bad at all. So she says the name of the other 2 wizards, which I could slow things down and go look them up quickly, but I'm not going to. One of them is Dazan, which is the guy that just burned at the stake. In the other town, but the other one is a name you haven't heard yet. And she looks at you and she goes, yeah, that she was a necromancer too, and she ended up with the orb. We were all not getting. We were going to work together. We weren't getting along. I started hearing from Levitus, so I didn't care about the other 2 anymore. He went off to find some Nezarene spire, and she points at the one that you've seen an image of before. And she said, and I'm almost done tracking that down, but I don't think that's where she went. And she's pointing at the orb at this point. I think she went straight to Auril, which is suicide.
Why would she do that?
Auril's the one that cracked open this doorway to the Nezarene that's been frozen in place this whole time. And we're pretty sure that whatever she has to cause this Forever Winter is also the key to getting to the Nazarene magic that's hidden here. Now she's getting real vague because she hasn't put all the pieces together yet.
Interesting. Okay.
So I think she went right to the island to face Ariel, which she's just not that good.
Yeah, that's suicide.
Well, for now. Eventually we'll get there. If we can
I'm
get
not
our
gonna
hands
lie
on
to
the
you.
go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. If we can get our hands of the Rime of the Frost Maiden, we can open the door to the Nazarene.
Hmm.
Isn't that like the unwanted part of a watermelon?
The rhyme, not the rind.
They all stop and just
In character.
I know. I find the need to like add inspiration, but you just got it. Inspiration slots are up to 2.
I can give my inspiration to someone else, like Avarice.
You can
Maybe
wake
he's
you
not
can
good.
wake
Avatus has one. It's not helping right now.
Oh.
It's hard to be inspired while you're practically bleeding out.
you can wake Avitus up with that pun.
Okay.
I allow it. Avitus,
He laughs awake.
you heard that, and you start to just.
You know, even unconscious, that hurt.
Yeah, and you now have 1 hit point. Meanwhile, Zach, Joland,
Yep.
gargoyles.
What are the gargoyles doing? So when I last left Azzy, it sounded like she was starting a parlay. What are the gargoyles?
The gargoyles were moving in circles around this cistern, trying to figure out what the fuck happened to you. And now they lock eyes on you. They see where you're at, and they look ready to come in.
Can I cast Cure
So
Light?
they're looking aggressive.
Sure. Yeah. As in, it's your turn.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're over there, Juland. Good luck. And Braden goes to jump on the back of whichever one he's scared. I know that's not someone.
Right. It's not scared anymore, but that would be this one.
Actually, perfect, because that's the one that had the bird on it. I'm gonna go running jump onto the ice and then onto its back. The goal is to weigh it down enough to sink it.
Okay. Let's talk. You weigh 101
Probably
pounds.
about
With
150.
your gear is 101. What do you weigh?
Probably about 150.
So we're talking about like 251. Talking about a strength of 15 for a gargoyle. If you made some noise and did some damage, you'd have a shot at making it go down. But your weight by yourself wouldn't do it.
Well, let's make some noise and do some damage.
Gonna use your character sheet to do the quick math. Its max is lift, push, pull 450. So you begin to encumber it, no doubt, but you wouldn't make it lose its ability to fly. Okay, let's move on. What was that? You need the acrobatics check to get on him, though. This is a little trickier than a 13. You are near him. You are allowed. You can attack him because he's not that far, not that high up, and you need to keep moving, or these ice chunks are going to sink on you. But you'd never really get the moment where you could get to its back and jump on it.
So what I'm hearing is let's use an inspiration.
That's what I heard. I mean, just then. You are now on the gargoyle.
How is he flying? Does he actually have wings, or is he just sort of levitating?
He has wings.
I'm gonna stab him.
Aw, he's so cute.
They are cute.
Got a little pug nose. Adorable.
More than welcome to stab him.
I cannot fathom how someone would find that creature to be cute.
You need to redefine
Can
cute.
I argue advantage for being on his back?
Like a little bat with horns.
Yes.
Adorable.
Yeah. Okay. Jesus Christ. My thing is not working well. And again, actively trying to cut the wings.
Okay, your dagger definitely gets into the wings, and you've got that magical dagger, so it's a little surprised.
And do I have enough action left to do a bonus action?
Yes.
I'm gonna stab it again.
Okay. Definitely.
Yeah, that did not actually get to him. There we go. And I'm just gonna roll a d4 on him, I think, because I still don't have offhand on here.
Okay. Is that more damage? Okay.
Yes, so that should be 3 damage.
It looks like you didn't put it on him though, so I will none of that one on him. Now I gotta do the math.
Oh,
sounds-
geez, I'm
Damn
sorry.
it, Zach.
God damn it, Zach is right.
13.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna be honest. I'm having a hard time. Like my computer is not liking Fantasy Grounds right now.
I got you.
Would rebooting help?
Maybe. What it's doing is every time I go to drag a die onto the board, it'll like drop it prematurely, or the thing will reload and move it, or yeah, it's just having some issues.
Do you think it might be your mouse?
I was just thinking that, yeah.
It might be, but it wouldn't explain the map reloading.
Yeah,
So,
that sounds
I
like a
don't know.
memory issue.
Might be. Well, I'd be very surprised. It's a good computer.
Hmm.
It's not a Reza level computer, but
Well, if you can manage it, we'll move on, and if not, let me know.
yeah, we're good to continue. It's just we may have little glitches like that.
Mhm.
Hey, look, there's the guy. Let's see if you can find the staff on him. Investigation check. 16. He doesn't see the staff.
The boat moved.
Oh, it did not. Boat's way over
Oh.
here. Oh yeah, oh, it did a little bit. I had to move it out of the way to move something. You're right.
Oh,
That's
no worries.
there. It just takes a good look at you. This one, and it doesn't see what it's looking for, and some noise come out of its mouth. You recognize it as some kind of a language. You don't understand it, and then it claws at you. Oh wow, I didn't know you were almost dead. You're brave.
I didn't know I was almost dead either.
Believe it or not.
Neat.
Would Julian have known and realized that he was in need of healing?
Yeah, Julian might have. Yeah, Julian would have definitely knows. Sure, I mean, didn't do
Did
anything.
Julian care?
I don't think Julian cared.
You know what? I can only answer one of those questions.
Oh, that's too bad. Yeah. I was gonna go through. I had a whole other thing the other one was gonna do, but you just get clawed, lose grip, splash.
Fair enough.
Both gargoyles turn to Julian. Julian, it's your turn.
Bring the ruckus. Ah! That's moving the map, not me. Grab me. There you go. 30.
Braden is not in the water yet. It's on the gargoyle's back, but it's taken. He's taken fatal damage.
Yeah, I'm just gonna basically walk over there and say, "Get up, you pansy." I'm gonna cast Healing Word on him.
Got it. You're still not, he's still not actually holding onto the gargoyle anymore because he did lose consciousness. We'll see what happens, but he's conscious. That is your bonus action.
Can we hear any of this?
That is a great question. You're in the middle of a conversation. You can make a perception check. You might have been listening to the rest of.
I mean, I don't know where the rest of the party is, so.
As an action, I would like to go ahead and not do that. Hold on.
I quit.
I will Sacred Flame the one that he stabbed. So the one that he's right next to.
Okay.
Make some noise. Damn it.
That is that button on. It's the one that he was on, right?
Yeah. Failed that saving throw. Go ahead and roll damage. 1. No, it's a 7.
Wait, why'd that roll? Hey, why'd it do twice?
I don't know. We do seem to be having a connection issue.
Yeah, it like rolled it when I clicked it, and then it also rolled it when I dropped it on the guy. I don't know why.
And it showed up on my screen as a 1, and then it was a 7. I'm like, oh, okay. I adjusted the hit points of the gargoyle. I did this. You did the 7 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
Brrr. That you heard, Skitter.
Cool.
You are
I'm running out.
Yep, you are aware of combat nearby.
I am skittering away.
I love it.
I turn to her in a wounded tone, quite literally. I say, are you understanding what you are hearing? It is our allies who are significantly stronger than us. When they come, diminishing your gargoyles, they will not stand for what you have done to me. I recommend you surrender while you still can.
Take a breather there, buddy. I don't know how far I
Make
can
an
get. So.
intimidation check. Please.
Hit that man.
There's reasons for advantage and disadvantage, so we're gonna go with straight intimidation. But
Disadvantage because he's damn near dead. Advantage because she has no idea what's coming.
That was scary. She was talking to Az. We'll get to her turn, but yeah, that happens. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn, Avitus?
No, I'm
Take a short rest.
I am holding my action in anticipation of combat starting, with the intent to cast Firebolt at her the moment she takes any hostile action.
Okay.
Rez, do you not have any healing?
He's running low.
I am completely out of spell slots.
Oh.
Don't you have a
Nope.
a class ability that gives you like a healing pool or something?
If you can help me out there, Chris, I don't think so.
The thing you mentioned earlier.
Divine Sorcerer? No, the Celestial Warlock does.
He's got a divine soul something. I thought they gave him healing.
I thought that just added rolls to like saves or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to reread it. I don't know. I remember it.
Divine soul, blah 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 blah.
Oh, maybe that's what I was thinking. That is what I was thinking, actually.
Yeah, it won't let me read it. Need Xantar's Guide to Everything loaded.
You
Much
might
apologies.
be thinking of that, Braden. He's not there. It's coming up.
I think I was thinking something Warlock, probably.
Yeah, that is an awesome Warlock ability. I had one character that got there for a minute.
Yeah, so no, I'm just bleeding.
Okay. Skitter, it is definitely your turn. With a burst of speed, be my guest.
I want to get in the boat and row it upon seeing Jewel in there.
You got it. You can make it about this far in one turn.
What if can I dash with a boat?
That was including, like, I figured you were standing here-ish when you started your turn. So boom, into the boat, grab the rose, head this way.
That's fine.
Rose.
I use my wings like a turbine.
If you were wanted to fly instead of use the boat, that's a different story.
No. I'm using my wings for extra distance.
Okay, sounds good. Azzy, I think you're just having a conversation here, but is there anything I need to know?
Yes. So she would turn to Avarice and say, listen, we've got this cleric in our party. He's a bit of an ass, but he's a good guy. So if you surrender to us now, I'll put in a good word to the rest of the party, and there's a good chance that we can keep you with your research and you won't have to worry about it.
To put it another way, there is also a very good chance if you do not surrender that he will do unpleasant things to your corpse for a significant period of time after you die.
Is that your turn, Abby?
Yeah. I mean, she's just trying to persuade her to surrender to the party.
Okay, it's not her turn, so she can't do much except for she's just giving you this look like she's a little confused. Braden, you're conscious, but there comes the water. It's right there.
Splash.
You're going down.
I'm yelling timber.
Can I argue in acrobatics to stay on his back?
No reason to argue. Just go ahead.
Cool.
Yes, you're able to grab onto the gargoyle and hold on for dear life. This isn't a grapple by any means. This is just you holding on.
Beautiful.
What
What action?
you've got like one leg.
Cool.
And that was most of your movement. Maybe you still have an action.
Okay.
What do you
beautiful.
look like? Because I thought you were a fox.
Oh, you probably lost your shifting, didn't you? It's been a while.
Yes. So Braden, think like a werewolf when he shifts, that sort of thing.
Okay, so a humanoidish wolf or fox.
Yes. Yes. He's not like little. He's like humanoid. Braden is going to cure wounds on himself as his action. Doot.
One.
God damn it, Braden.
Braden, why?
God damn it. Not a goddamn pansy. And then bonus
I'm
action.
seeing
That one
some
says
evidence
otherwise.
here.
Bonus action, Braden is going to hex the gargoyle that he's hanging on to.
Yep.
That's that.
Oh, did you apply the hex?
I applied it to myself.
Good job. I was about to go do the same.
Nice.
What's the other? There's a lot of d6 damages here. I don't know what that one is.
Sneak attack.
Okay. Avarice's turn. So she gets up out of her chair again. She puts her pen down, like she's annoyed. She takes a step back. She's provoking, Azzy, if you want to take it.
Does she look like she's about to do something hostile?
Yeah.
Then I will absolutely take it and I will bop her with my stick.
Go ahead.
Bop it.
No.
No, bad.
Bop it. Twist it. Pass it. I shouldn't have left.
The hell?
Shouldn't have left. You didn't realize that Avarice was going to start the combat over again.
I did not. I should have, but I did not.
I didn't.
I thought he would have learned.
Yeah, I was pretty
What
sure.
is, what is this learning thing of which you are speaking?
Nope, don't bop her.
Can I take my action, Chris, given this clear she's about to do something?
Yes, it'll trigger your attack.
Seeing as I am completely out of anything useful. No,
Fireball.
I have one level 1 spell slot left. No, I used that to heal myself. I didn't click it off. I will firebolt at her.
Can you twin a firebolt?
Yes, if you have 2 sorcery points left, which I don't. Oh, I do have 1 sorcery point left, which is a twin. I will twin the fireball, Chris. One at her, one at the familiar.
The familiar's not
The
there.
familiar's out there.
I will not twin the fireball, Chris.
The familiar's chilling out here with the gargoyles, watching the gargoyles kill everything. Favor of the gods. Favor of the gods.
Oh, I think I'll use favor of the gods,
That's a
Chris.
great idea. I would.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's what I'm here for.
Is
Actually,
that another term for inspiration?
No, he
No.
has an ability that's every time
Gotcha.
he Rezer literally asks, "What do I get at the end of a short rest?" And I go, "Favor of the gods." That thing you never use.
so I'm just going to roll this twice.
Yep.
1, 3. Does an 18 hit?
Yep. You
I
bust,
hit!
through the magic,
Nice.
you bust through the mage armor with the favor of the gods. Pow.
It was meant to be. Watch I now roll 1 damage.
1. 9.
Hey!
9. She's looking ragged. Oh boy. And then a blue flame shield comes around her. I
I don't
thought.
understand.
Sorry.
I don't understand.
Casting
Imagine red flames, but blue flames. Now around her person.
So she reflexively cast shield, or that was a different spell?
It was a different spell.
Hmm.
Those are fun.
What spell was it?
It was a blue flame shield. Yep.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. The walking encyclopedia over here knows what it was.
I said what it was. It's probably he's probably laughing about it. It's a fire shield. Yeah, I said it's fire shield. It's fire shield. I'm not lying. If I was sitting in John's spot right now, I would have been dying. The problem is I don't like the way. Never mind. I'm just gonna take care of it.
Come on, guys. I chunked her. Finish her off.
As he sighs heavily. You don't have to do this. You can continue with your research. We'll leave you alone. You can go back to your books.
Oh well,
I think I'm still picking some of her out of my teeth.
All right, I need to know a couple things. Okay. That's fine. They make little notes for NPCs when it comes to spells instead of just giving me the spell. And I'm like, really?
Ah.
And I was just double checking that one. I was waiting to see if there was concentration and that kind of shit. All right, so at this point, Braden, you see the familiar fly off for starters. And it's actually getting close. It's going to pass you, Skitter.
Whoa.
Damn.
Yeah?
It's flying. It's a bird. It's a beard.
Did you ask me a question, Zach?
No, I was just surprised it got so far. God damn.
Yeah, they have a 50 in, double with yeah.
Beautiful.
Meanwhile, the gargoyles are, hey, there's still a Braden here.
No.
It's gonna go for claw bite. Tries to grab you off the one gargoyle's back. Hits.
Oof.
You really should have just stayed on the land and let them come to us.
Your hex just went off.
Damn it. After the first one, I'm going to Hellish Rebuke.
Go ahead.
God, what the fuck? Come on, buddy.
He made the saving
That's
throw.
an
He takes half damage.
1 second. That didn't even go on the right one, it looks like.
That's fine. You can still roll the damage on the right one.
Half as much as successful.
Mm-hmm. And this is fire damage. What does it look like, and/or where is that coming from? Like I've lost track of your classes at this point. That's gonna be the warlock,
sure.
right? Oh, so it's from your Fade Guardian. Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm just kidding.
And that is the last of mine. So Braden, when he gets hit, just kind of grunts and goes, "Oh, bitch!" And he slaps at it and just flame pours out of his hands.
And then the bite hits. I just haven't rolled the damage for it yet. Oh crap!
Bye, Brayden.
Oh, no.
And you are inside the gargoyle's mouth. Meanwhile, this one's got a cleric to worry about. Flies up. It goes to claw and bite, and then it doesn't really go to land. Not yet, anyways.
Automatic miss.
I don't know why that was a disadvantage, though. Happened again. This one might be still frightened.
It does have frightened on it.
Not
There you
anymore.
go.
Both misses, and then it lands here. And that makes it your turn.
You
Braden
really
is
are
now-
not good at staying alive.
Now Puppy is looking like the dog's got him. Wow. He said, would you knock that dying shit off?
Do better. And then since this guy ran up on me, I gotta whack him. So
That makes sense.
This never used to happen until you two came along.
Eh-eh.
damn, I'm good.
You lift your weapon. Yep.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
Nope.
Avarice, it's your turn. She has a fire shield around her, and she's backed herself up against the wall. But she doesn't look like she's about to calm down again. It's like, I thought we were talking. I told you the plan. What the fuck?
We are talking. All I'm saying is that you can stay here and work with your books. My party just wants you to
you've
surrender.
used the word surrender one too many times. I'm in charge here. Avarice, it's your turn.
Are you though?
She's about to be proved wrong. Yeah.
So even though Avitus recognizes there is a fire shield around her, he's also aware that he doesn't have anything else he can do. You know, that's technically not true. Technically, I could throw a dagger at her. However, I'm +7 to hit on my firebolt. No,
You could call the barbarian back. Just saying.
I pop around the corner.
I feel a little bad
And
for
you
Dabs
now-
right now.
Skitter! We are needing you because this stupid bitch wizard is fighting us again. Please come kill her before she does something horrible to Azzy. Am I allowed to attack then move, Chris, or do I have to move
Oh yeah,
then?
yeah. Either way.
Okay, I'll throw my dagger before I
You
go
can
around the
you
corner.
can partially move, attack, and then finish your move.
Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Okay, yeah. Throwing a dagger at her, just for shits and giggles.
Okay.
Shiggle.
Natural 20 on the shit and giggle dagger.
Nice.
These daggers could be being quite useful after all.
I love it.
That's more damage I normally do with my fireball.
You should call it the lucky shiggle.
Hits her in her right shoulder, and she actually drops her spell book just in front of her.
Is Fire Shield a concentration spell?
No. I was checking that.
I look rather pleased with myself as I go around the corner. And I am being quite done.
Skitter, Braden is not doing it all well inside that gargoyle. Way off in the distance, almost too far to see, is maybe a cleric. I don't know. And fighting a
I'm
gargoyle.
assuming I heard his booming voice saying "do better."
Do better.
Yeah.
So, given that the two squishies are back here, I know Julian is reasonably tanky, and Braden seems to bounce back pretty well. I'm gonna go help the two squishes that have both already died multiple times. I don't know how far I can get, but I'm going.
By bounce back, you mean I've had to pick them up twice already?
Do you
I
like
have faith in
do you like
abilities.
spend some time to make sure the boat's not gonna go anywhere stupid and a little
I
bit?
parked it where it was parked before.
Do you tie it off? And all
No, I don't have
Okay.
time for that.
that? Right. Okay.
I
Then
know
you can.
I'm gonna regret that when we need the boat, but
That's a
Probably.
plan. That's a plan. Yeah, you can continue to move or take an action at this point.
I will move as close as I can. Where's my speed at? 30. All right. Putting it in the square for sake of ease. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
It's like,
30. I guess I'm raging and going back to the teeth, I guess, and waiting. Can I throw a javelin at her?
you've used your action
No.
to move more, or you can use
Oh, that's fine.
right, and you might not want to rage quite yet, game mechanics speaking. If you rage but you don't take damage or do any damage, the rage wears off.
And just,
Oh,
That
that's
is-
why.
it
I
is
thought
possible.
You should put me.
It is possible that you're not going to take any damage or do any damage in the next 6 seconds. So you might
Fair
be
enough.
a little early on your rage. It's up to you. You could throw yourself into the mold. You could smack Avarice in the face. There are options.
No, I'll wait. You're right, and she
Okay.
would know that.
Yep.
That's
why I said it. It's like obvious character knowledge that the player's missing. I usually jump in on.
It's fair.
The fact that you're almost dead is on you. Like you manage your hit points. Skid or anything else?
I don't think there's anything else I can do.
Azzy, I can't wait to see what you do at this point. Because every time Avarice opens his mouth, he destroys all your diplomatic attempts.
Azzy just kind of sighs and shakes her head, and she was like, I really wanted to help you survive. Levitus liked you. Sorry.
I told you your friends were the problem.
Yep, just not going to work out.
I
And
mean,
she.
you can join me. You don't have to adventure with them.
I'm just saying, we could just leave you alone to your research, and you don't have to die.
Not as long as he's alive.
But why?
Have
I
you
can just
heard
take him
what's
away.
coming out of his mouth?
You don't have to hear him anymore. We can take him away. You never have to see him again.
Where are you going to take him?
What?
Where are you going to take him?
Yeah, I mean, we can take him out of the castle. We can take him off to wherever we're going next. You never have to see him again, honestly.
He turns that corner, he's dead. It's still your turn,
Why?
by the way. You said I don't have to see him. If I see him, he's dead. It's still your turn, Ezzy.
I liked
Avarice,
you, but
don't
it
you
really
go
doesn't
around
seem
my
like
corner.
this is working out. I'm sorry.
As you turn to see
Um,
if Avarice is about to turn their corner, you see Skidder standing there. I mean, I really don't see how you're going to calm this down at this point.
Yeah, this is a wash.
God damn.
That's a saving throw. She made it.
Oh well,
Was that a cantrip?
it was.
I see.
Azzy, are you out of spells?
I have one level 1 spell left.
Jesus.
It might be the time to use that.
I actually have a couple of them, but you know, told the Dad usually is consistent. It's okay.
Mary has assumed that she is not going to be the target of Avarice's next attack, and she's correct. Braden, it's your turn.
Is the bird close enough to hear me
Hear
if
you.
I shout?
The bird? I mean, if you shout, yeah. The whole place can hear you if you shout.
Beautiful. Call your guard dogs off or you're never getting your staff back.
He's probably right.
And I'm going to, I assume I'm grappled at this point.
No. No grapple has happened. You're hanging for dear life on its. I'd mentioned you're hanging off its leg.
Yeah, but then you also said he was in his mouth.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
last
forgot
I
that.
heard, it was
Yeah, after that you ended up in his mouth. You're not grappled though.
not grappled though.
Not
Okay.
by the technical terms, like a disadvantage here, blah 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 blah.
Gotcha.
Yes, being
I'm
chewed
going
on
to-
does not mean grappled. Go on.
I'm going to jump in the water after stabbing it.
Okay.
Which one? Gargle. Oh my god, it is freaking out again. God damn it. Hold on. That is fine. Yeah, I'm gonna get in the water and swim.
Champion dog paddler.
Yeah, Braden absolutely does a dog paddle.
Beautiful.
Swim speed. How does that work?
It's half your movement speed unless you have something that says otherwise.
Doot. Braden looks ridiculous.
That
His
you can
fur's
say
all
anything.
matted. His tail's like a quarter of the size that it usually is. His hair's all plastered down. He looks miserable.
Oh, puppy.
That's it.
Something interesting. Go with this one. That could be fun. She does walk right past you, Azzy.
Whacker.
Whopper.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to whack her with my stick again because she's being unreasonable. She should have just called off her dogs, but no.
She's being unreasonable. She has been threatened so many times.
No idea what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
God
Nope.
damn, man.
That's a mess. I'm not a stick person, man. I am not melee combat.
And she.
You know, if you see him again, it's because you went around the corner. That's on you.
She did take a minute to grab the spell book back, and she moves a couple arcane sigils, and a ball of fire appears. Oh, I don't know, there.
Oops.
And she smacks it into Skitter, or at least that's the plan.
Oh, come on. They were going to give your staff back and everything. Now you're just being ridiculous.
You make that saving throw. You take a point of fire damage, Skitter. Sorry.
A point,
Yep.
did
1
you
point.
say?
I wasn't sure if you were going to take damage or not. I feel bad that I asked you not to rage now. I was wrong.
Oh, no.
You took a point of fire damage.
Oh, no. That's just going to make her more mad. It's fine.
Where is my book?
And she moved closer. Works for me.
Mm-hmm.
We're dysfunctional.
Yeah, but so am
Not
I.
really.
Actually, even if I had raged, I still would have taken a point.
50, 55,
Yeah, but he's saying it would have stayed up and not dropped. He just didn't do it.
Oh,
Wow.
whatever.
That's almost exactly 100. The Raven. I'm sorry. You're supposed to tell me what it is when I click on you. Tiny
said-
fiend.
You've said crow and raven, so
Yep.
Mhm.
it's a
It's a crow.
blackbird.
I heard blackbird. Yeah.
It's a crow. I just so used to ravens that it keep going to raven. It does provoke from Skitter as it
Oh,
flies.
I'm gonna whack it.
I thought you might. As it flies into the room and is heading towards Avarice. I will stop moving it so you can hit it. You can attack it off the combat tracker too if it's hard to see that or hit that.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
Yay! Fuck the bird.
Zah.
You swing at the bird as it passes by and it just disappears.
I eat the bird.
Poof of feathers.
Unfortunately, there's nothing there. It just disappears.
I still heal from it, right?
Can you use your bite as a reaction?
I don't. It's if I hit it, right? And
It's not one of your
I
reactions.
didn't rage. I did not rage, so that wouldn't have been a D8 piercing.
You're not raged. It's not a reactive ability. There's a number of things going on there. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I wouldn't even roll it.
Oh, my axe might have been harder. It might not have rolled an 8 or higher.
You needed to use a
Oh.
weapon to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. Does it still die?
It's dead. Yeah.
Okay, then
It's
we're
ju-
good.
Behind the curtain, it's just a spirit with 1 hit point. Zoom.
Oh.
As soon as you
Familiar.
slash through it, it just disappears. Pew.
Oh.
And
Then
then there's
because that wasn't clear to me either.
then the blue flames around her go dark blue. You bitch!
I mean, you attacked us first. That's on you. We tried the peaceful route, and then you attacked again.
Braden's underwater, and he has a
Where's
gargoyle
Rocky?
following him. Gargoyle dives in.
Wait, is he underwater? I imagine dog paddles being like their heads above the surface.
Did you
and
go
everything
underwater,
else.
Braden?
No, he's dog paddling.
Oh, so you're right there. Oh, he'll just come over here and kick you.
Sorry, Braden.
Claw, miss. Second
Can
claw.
I would like to act as if he had hit me.
No.
You know he didn't make
That
contact.
that's a huge like there's rules there for a reason. That's a barrier. You'd have to talk me into it. How do you mean exactly? Do you have an ability that's triggering when you get hit?
No.
Okay,
I'm
then go
to
on. Let me know more. I'm sorry. I assumed too much there. My bad.
No. I'm going to play dead. The goal is to let enough contact happen that he feels like he hit me. So that there's resistance there. And then I'm just going to go. Yeah, exactly.
That's fine. I'm sorry. I assumed way too much there. There's a lot of
No.
abilities in this game that say if when you're hit, blah blah blah. You can't choose to be hit in those regards unless you really drop your AC. For example, if Azzy unfortunately had hit Avarice with her staff, she would have taken a bunch of fire damage from the fire shield. I was looking forward to rolling that damage, and she missed.
Well,
Yeah,
it's gonna
you're
suck
dead.
for me.
You're dead again. God damn it, Joel, and he's dead again.
That idiot.
He's just floating there like death float. Gargoyle's well proud of itself. And then it goes to pick you up.
Oh.
Because its command was go get my staff. And it thinks you have the staff. Joel, it's your turn. Yes, once again Braden has died. You have a gargoyle in front of you.
The gargoyle in front of me didn't take his action.
He didn't. Well,
Nope.
thank you for that.
His action is heal Julian.
Yes.
Woo!
Claw. Miss.
They're just
Fight.
having a big old miss party over there.
Natural 1. Okay, we have now officially taken our action. Good job, Gargoyle.
Good
So,
job, gargoyle.
if I'm not mistaken, your last round was a natural 1 to attack it, so you raise your weapon. And now its
Yep.
its bite attack was a natural 1, so it waited for that attack. That didn't happen. And now you guys are up painting. It's your turn.
All right, I will just swing back.
That's more like it.
Yay!
Nice.
Your magical mace lays into it, and actually chunks of rock fall off of it and hit the ground.
Lord.
I think that's all I'm doing. Yeah.
Hi, Rosa. You know if you end your turn adjacent to the flaming sphere, you could take damage. It is the beginning of your turn.
Will it provoke if he moves away from it?
No.
Fireball.
Almost.
So move 2 squares that way.
Copy.
I zap her with a firebolt. No, I don't. I throw another dagger at her.
Because that works so well.
I'm still a junior character. I'm still learning my way in the world. And apparently, maybe this whole weapon thing had something to it after all. And perhaps not. So I head that way, going out of her line of sight as if I'm ducking out. As soon as I'm out of her line of sight, I duck back into the corner.
Okay.
And I'm done.
Rage!
Yes.
Boop.
You also know that if you end your turn, never mind.
Wait,
Well, I
why
have
are
to
you
be in
attacking
melee to
me?
hit her. Huh?
Why was he attacking me? It says that he attacked Azzy.
Well, luckily he missed.
You're right. I should roll again.
Nope. That's a 2.
Just kidding.
Oh,
Going for the maw. No, not abilities. Actions. Attacking. This bitch.
Skitter, you officially have aggro.
I mean, I had aggro already.
You killed her familiar, yeah. You officially have aggro, no doubt. No shit. What did you hit her with?
My teeth. I bit her so that I could get some health back.
And remembering how much that wound hurt the first time, she clenched for that and lost concentration on her flaming sphere. It disappears.
All right. Did I heal from that?
You heal 3, right?
Yeah.
Let's not waste time on it. I'll just give you 3. You're good. Hey, you're green.
Okay.
Or you're yellow at least. Are you hanging on again?
Oh yeah. I am tearing into this bitch like there's no tomorrow. Their little claws are going, the tail's whipping around. I would go for a grapple with my face, but I don't think that's how that works.
I'd go for a grapple with my face.
So there's
That is my quote of the evening.
so the feat tavern brawler would get you I think where you want to be with that grapple face idea. I want you to look into that. Azzy, it's your turn.
I'm going to try to cast a chromatic orb fire at Avarice. And it
Okay,
hits.
it does.
Don't hit me. Jesus.
Some of the fire damage gets absorbed into the fire shield. She takes the rest of it.
Didn't she
Wait,
lose
didn't that
more
just go
protection
away?
on it?
No.
Oh, never mind.
The flaming sphere went away. Fire shield,
Sure,
like
well-
many shield abilities, is not concentration.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
When they wrote those spells, they figured you were getting hit.
Yeah.
Did you realize that at the time, Love?
Did I realize what?
That the shield had not gone down?
No, I thought that the shield had gone down, not the flaming orb.
Would you then use a different kind of thing other than fire?
Yes, if the DM would allow it, I'd like to use
Absolutely,
acid
I will.
instead.
Yep.
I'll use acid instead.
Yep.
I'm really glad you didn't say ice.
Playing the
No.
I'm not being clear card is definitely an option, guys.
So let me roll the damage again using acid.
58, 55. Oh, acid. Ow.
Nice.
That's better.
What else can I do for you?
Kill this bitch.
Can I try to intimidate her?
Oh, sure. Without an
You've
insight
got
check,
the attack dog on her.
you think this is beyond like talking though. You're welcome to try to intimidate her, but we've already gone down that road. You think she's like she's really pissed. Ties into
All
the
right.
whole between Skitter and Avarice. You don't think you can talk her down again?
That's fine then. I won't bother.
Familiar, constantly being insulted, blah 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 blah. Braden, you're floating.
Didn't the gargoyle pick him up?
It hasn't really. The plan is the gargoyle's going to pick him up and take him to Avarice, but we haven't had the game mechanics for that to happen yet. It's going
Gotcha.
to
My
it's
bad.
it's going to scoop him up. Again, I'm not.
My bad.
I'm trying to tell a cinematic story, but staying within those 6-second motion picture. Like it's not always easy on that regard, and that's where D&D lacks compared to other games. It's hard to, especially when we're trying to see what's going on in our turns and we're trying to hammer it down and break it down into these individual actions and moves. It's hard to see the cinematics, and I try to bridge that gap. Which in this case, the gargoyle flies up. It's going to grab him, but I don't have the action to actually grab him yet. So he is the moment where, hey, hello, cat. Where you're doing the dead man's float. Everyone else thinks you're
Yep.
dead. It's your turn.
I am going to prep a dagger throw for when I am nearby to Avarice. I'm gonna let him pick me up.
Right. Avarice. My goodness. Yep. Tried and true. Usually where
Am I getting
Mage goes.
banished again?
Nope. Pew, 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 pew. Individual blasts smack into you.
That's fine. I bite down harder.
Are you still alive is the question.
I don't know. It just says status heavy.
Not that. The fire shield does a good amount of damage too. So there's ice coming off of the fire shield in flame form. There's icicles flying off of her that are magic missiles, and it's all smashing in and absorbing into you at the same time. None of which does your rage prevent. So a whole bunch of magic
Is
damage
any
comes
of
your
it
way.
cold? But is
Some of-
any of it cold?
Yeah, some of it's cold.
I resist cold.
You're right. You're down to. I fixed your hit points.
Oh.
You resisted some of the damage. The force damage from the magic missile, even though it looks like icicles, it's force damage. That's total. But the damage that came from the fire shield, that's halved. And she's like, at this point, you're on her, and she's trying to grab you, and she's blasting you with these, just shaking. She's very surprised you're still alive. And it just might now be sinking in that she might not win this fight when a gargoyle picks Braden up and can fly 120 feet,
Lord.
Phoebus.
which is going to be right about here at the end of its turn, with Braden right about there.
Toss that dagger, boy. Kill this bitch. Also, one of y'all needs to get within 5 feet so I can roll with goddamn advantage.
Braden? Q.
Yeah, I'm checking a dagger. Unseen attacker or unexpected attacker at least.
You'll be able to do sneak attack because Skitter's within 5 feet. You do not have advantage on the roll that I'm aware of.
Interesting. Playing dead, not expecting the attack.
She wasn't there when you were playing dead. So how much are you playing dead coming around the corner and all that? Are you still, if you want to focus on her? I mean, this is what I'm trying to see. You either look like you're playing dead or you really are prepped and ready to throw a dagger. I don't see
Fair
both.
enough. Fair enough.
Now everybody else, I mean, the gargoyle thinks you're dead. He's fallen for it. He's not checking again. Even Joland, if he looked at you, would probably feel you're dead. But as you fly by, like Avarice is right there, and you practically give him a wink. Or he's gonna freak out that the gargoyle's got you. So yeah, you see where I'm going with that. So you
Yeah,
don't have advantage
cool.
on the roll, but you can do the sneak attack if you hit.
Yep, got it. Let's see if I can.
And I think there's like 7 inspiration points out there between the 5 of you. So 22.
Can you use
Nice.
an inspiration to negate damage?
Not exactly. I mean, I'm very loose with inspiration. Rules is written, no. But just let me know what you want to happen when you're ready to blow an inspiration point.
Woo!
You're welcome. So she's dead?
And the gargoyle finishes his turn and probably puts you down, so delivering you to, oh shit. Climactic trumpets are sounding in the other room. Meanwhile, bite. Misses. Claw.
Gargoyle's very bad at hitting you.
Hit. Good job. Thank you, Tabby. And there's
I'll
7
do what
points.
I can.
7 points
Sorry.
of damage.
Not worried.
Bless you.
Joland, it's your turn.
Go, Julian.
Well, we're just gonna fight, so I'm swinging back. And I'm garbage.
It's okay.
Nope.
Do you have an inspiration?
And call it.
Two turns in a row. I eat Cheez-Its, and Avarice, it's your turn.
Decisions. Avarice, realizing the imminent danger of the firebolt is no longer there, pokes his head around, ready to fire the firebolt, the flaming sphere, I should say. Goes to there until he can see, looking for Avarice. Realizes that Avarice is dead. Takes 2 steps further back and instead puts a firebolt he prepared into the gargoyle.
Okay.
Firebolt. And actually ends up shooting the big brown mold instead.
John, what do I do?
I'm done.
But John, you heard him. I know you did.
What's that?
You've gone very soft, Chris.
Oh, I know John heard you when you said that the firebolt mishappily hits the brown mold, though.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm way over here.
No, he's that's not. How far away are you from the brown mold? You are far enough away. As the firebolt hits the brown mold expands exponentially. It goes out 10 feet, gathers up the firebolt, and it goes back around the cylinder. If you were any closer, that would have sucked, and you'd have died for that.
Does the gargoyle get hit by it?
Don't add fire to the brown mold. Is what you learn from this moment.
Does the gargoyle get hit by it?
10-foot square. I think Braden even gets hit by it now that you mention it. Well, the firebolt came this way. I was going to go with that. But considering this was just flair and not game mechanics, I'm going to say no, that didn't. But
Aw.
now that you're looking at it, you could possibly you could calculate that next turn. Yeah. But at the moment, it was just like a conversation. We didn't plan it, so not yet. By the way, Skitter, it's your turn.
5, 10, 15, 20. I am gonna bite the shit out of this fuck, because dear God, do I need health. And nom 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 babies. I get advantage.
I believe you.
5-foot pack tactics.
Yes, you do. Thank you for spelling it out for me. 21 is a hit. It is a creature.
Nice.
If only I could heal for proportional damage, not just 3.
Arr. Once again, you guys see Skitter's mouth biting on something. Oh, poor Skitter. No wonder you're biting everything.
Well, I mean, it's the only way I can heal. I don't have potions, and Julian's way the fuck over here in Nowheresville.
You're biting a rock, but it's a creature.
But I'm a kobold.
Right?
I'm used to dealing with rocks and eating questionable shit.
Oh. Azzy, it's your turn.
Well, these are earth elementals, so I'm going to cast a chromatic orb thunder damage and hope that it does something special. We shall see.
That was clever.
I cover my ear holes as I bite onto this guy.
Nope, no dice.
You have plenty of dice.
That is my turn.
Braden, wizard killer.
Wizard KSer.
Listen. Yeah, totally. I got a 19 analyzing the gargoyles earlier. And I saw that Skitter's damage didn't do as much as it could. Would I know that bludgeoning would be able to get around that?
If you're using magic, you're all right. If you hit it with mundane weapons, you're just hitting a rock.
Gotcha. I'm
No,
going
that's-
to
Never mind.
stab it with my dagger, my mind stake.
No, you're not.
Wah.
No, not. But I'm going to try it with the other hand.
Can I inspire him?
You absolutely can.
I would like to have inspired his first hit so that he doesn't miss that.
Copy that.
If I, okay. Be like, hold on, I got her. Help her.
Listen, this is enough pressure from everybody, please. Thank you.
No, I think we have a new quote for the day. Did you roll? You rolled the second attack? Is that the 19?
Does he
the-
get
the-
advantage?
His first roll was a 4. You replaced the 4 with his 14, so he's good. You can roll damage with the sneak attack.
Yeah, I just need to. I just need to apply it. Why is it not dragging?
Because you did 0 damage. Just kidding.
Did it apply? Would you mind?
It's on.
For me?
It's on. As soon as you roll damage, you'll add the d6.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Yay.
Anything else?
Did that apply to the gargoyle? I don't think it did.
Yeah, it did. Didn't. Guard 13. Here we go. Oh yeah, it's gonna make a difference.
Is it a dead difference?
Nope.
Damn.
It's a really close. Just sink your teeth in a little bit more, but it's not dead.
Did you take into account that some of that was psychic?
Psychic's not gonna make a difference. Did you attack? Did you do the damage with your second attack yet?
The second attack missed.
Oh, never mind.
No, you were inspired. You can't. No, it starts your turn all the way over. Obviously.
Avarice's body turns to ice and freezes. That's all that matters.
Just like the tiefling upstairs.
Yep. Gargi's gonna try to claw at this cobalt that's got it. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's fine. Somebody will pick me up.
Maybe if I had a boat.
I do sink. I do sink. It just I am a piece of metal over here. Most of that damage bounces off of you, just like your damage is bouncing off of it. So these two resistant to each other damage creatures are fighting. There's a gargoyle here who's going to try to claw at a cleric and misses. So he's going to try a claw at a cleric.
You guys are both bad at this.
And hits the wall. Jolin, what would you like to do?
Fine. I'm going to club him right back.
You do that.
I'm winding it up really well this time.
There it is.
Yes, I am.
You got to add more flair to your flail.
That's what it was. I just needed a little like wind up on it.
Bonk.
That sucked.
Ha! Bonk.
Haha, dink. Turn.
Abatus.
Avarice, realizing that Skitter and Braden are both out of range of the brown mold. Is that a correct statement?
Nope.
Avarice, realizing that Skitter and Braden are both within range of the brown mold, aims very, very carefully, using his special thing to aim for a +2, and casts a firebolt at the gargoyle.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's a hit. Goodbye.
And finishes it.
Nice.
And actually, I'll walk out to the boat.
I was about to say, are we out of combat now?
All of us but Jolin.
Cool. Running to the boat and paddling as fast as I can to get to Julin.
Right.
Because last I knew, he was still in combat. Oh, I guess I should move my mini, huh? Oh, okay.
Azzy, by the time you get there, if Skitter stays in character, the boat's going to be somewhere around here.
Yeah. Julin's in danger.
If Skitter continues to act as she has been acting, by the time you get there, that boat's going to be on the move.
That is okay.
But it is your turn. Actually, that boat's probably further along at this point, and I'm just going to put you guys over here.
Hold on, let me
You're on the
check. Let me do a measurement real fast.
I have one more rage, correct? I can do it 3 times a day?
Yeah.
Yes, you can do it 3 times a day.
Cool, because this is going to end my rage.
And you're still raging.
I will... Can I attack the water with the oars? Does that count?
Frenzied paddling.
Putting in a little bit of extra chaotic strength just to make sure that you stay pissed off is going to back this boat up a little bit. But yeah, you can do that.
Okay, as long as it keeps my rage.
It's not as efficient.
That's okay. I'll take it. Sorry, guys, I'm ridiculous.
I don't think there's anything I can do because they're slightly out of range for my longest range spell. So that is my turn. I was just like, wait for me. Oh.
Brayden,
sorry.
What can I do for you?
I'm so sorry, Mary.
Oh, you're fine. No worries.
Braden took a second to just lay on the floor and be pathetic.
You got a puppy to tend to.
And then he gets up.
Made my night. Thank you. When an encounter goes to the point where a character has to do that, it means that I think we've had a good time. It was challenging, maybe a little frustrating, but challenging, and we had fun, as opposed to just a steamrolling, which even as a player sometimes I don't enjoy. Okay, that tells me you had a good time. I'm willing to give up my action just to lay here and contemplate how poorly this went.
That was
Was pretty rough. I wasn't sure what was. I had no idea if it was gonna survive. Okay. Yeah, that gargoyle's still there. Let's do some claw. Usually I want to wrap something up, but they're rushing for you, so we're just gonna keep this up. That is a miss, and you guys see this? It looks like from this distance. Yeah, Skidder, you're just slamming the oars into the water trying to get there. But Avitus, you're seeing like a ballet between this metallic monstrosity of a man and this rock, and it's just like it's almost pretty. It's la 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 la
They're
la
sparring.
la la. Yeah, it's your turn, Joel, and go ahead and miss.
Okay.
Crit.
nice.
Hit.
It was the Blue Danube. It inspired me.
Woo!
Thank you for proving me wrong. As you smash the gargoyle into the ground, and it just turns into rocks.
Nicely done. Forgive me, guys. I have to go to sleep.
Yeah, it's 2:13. I figured we were gonna do that. I can stay on for some bookkeeping and stuff, so it doesn't bite us in the ass next week. But yeah, Avitus, you're all set. Unless you wanted to take, the big thing is the staff. Who's gonna try to get it while you're still there? Is it going to whom? Is the question.
I'm assuming there's a Staff of Frost, if I remember my metagaming sufficiently, grants frost resistance. So it should go to whoever doesn't have that. On top of that, as a blaster, that's not the weapon I want. So, not me.
Azzy would like that stuff. No one else is going to take it.
No doubt, as he wants that staff.
I will see. I will see you soon. Hopefully Wednesday.
No, not this week. Barbara and I have Christmas thing to do.
I will see you guys on Sunday.
Sunday.
My friends.
Sunday it is. Nobody
Merry
better
Christmas,
back out.
everyone.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Real quick, Braden was going over to get to Julian, and seeing the gargoyle go down, he just sort of stops, knowing full well the ice is just going to break under him, and he just goes.
The ice cracks,
With
and
a
you just
stop.
boom. And then I figure you go
I
get the
gotta go
staff.
save him.
You gotta go save
No,
him.
he goes down to get the staff.
Skidder,
Oh.
as things calm down with that gargoyle dying, you start to calm down, and you look around and you realize that was intentional. It was weird and dramatic, but it was Braden and it was intentional. So you don't have to go
Cool.
save him if you don't want to.
Then I will finish rowing my way to the Jewel End, and then I'm just gonna collapse in the boat and be like, I am tired. I'm not as pissed off as I was. Ow. Sleep.
Aw.
Falls asleep in the boat right there. Poof, out.
I was told you guys were dead.
No, not quite.
Are you
Good.
disappointed?
Some of us died. She's like in and out. It's like some of us died. Some of us came back up. We're alive, but
Well, you guys look like ass, so gather everyone together.
Okay.
Azzy's going to go back to that office. Like, how destroyed is it?
The office where you mean the wizard's area, right? The wizard's bedroom. Because there's an office or two upstairs as well. So I just wanted to be clear.
Wherever
There
it
is
was.
originally this was a storage shed, so a storage room, and now there's this rug and there's this little bed. The mirror shattered because what was holding up the mirror was these gargoyles, and they're gone. But her desk, it's a little unorganized, but it's intact. Nothing was damaged on it. The paperwork's all there.
Beautiful. After we all gather back up and take our long rest, Azzy's going to take over that office. I mean, we've got a cult, we've got a castle, I've got an office.
That
Excellent.
makes sense.
You know what else you're going to take over?
What's that?
That spellbook.
Fuck yeah.
But if we wanted to begin to wrap this up, Azzy, you are at that desk. looking over the paperwork and etc. And the one piece of paper that has the Professor Orb illustrated on it or drawn on it, it stands out. You can't. There's a couple of magic runes on there that you haven't completely deciphered yet. There's a language here. There seems like more than one style of penmanship on this page as well. And then some of the letters on the bottom of the page begin to disappear. Some of the words, all the other words, and then there's a whole paragraph part that's disappearing. Do you speak Infernal, or can you read Infernal?
Yes.
Um, so these, at first, you thought might have been personalized notes that the tiefling had wrote to herself. But as they start to disappear, you see the word, you can see the beginning of the first sentence as they're all disappearing, and it says they're weak, but they can, and that's the end of what you're able to pick up before it all disappears. And then the words "well done" appear on the bottom of the page,
Oh.
and that's where we'll stop.
Nice.
Damn cliffhangers.